this interview all up.
Good as hell, bro.
Does it with the light?
Yeah, I think the lights help it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What, you just got these? The soft lights?
Yep.
These literally just came in on Friday.
Okay, I'm the first nigga
This
with
it?
the soft
Yep.
lights.
Right, they got the soft lighting.
Got a little shape up or something.
Get the oil off. Get the oil off your face.
Hold on.
Y'all want another beer?
No, I'm good.
I'm about to swap that fly. Yeah, let me get
I
another
know,
one.
man. Yo, shout out to these. I want this blue one. Is there another one? You want which one?
Yeah, let me get that blue, that other one.
Yo, shout out to these shits being dumb cold still.
Yeah, that's crazy. Coolers, man.
Yeah, bro. Coolers really do work. Like,
Yeah, it's a real
niggas,
thing.
like, it's like a luxury though. Like,
Right.
You forget how good they work.
Yeah.
and shit.
But do you know like the cooler game has elevated so crazy in the last probably 5 years? Like those Yeti coolers,
Yeti?
for real, that's some survival
Oh,
shit,
was it?
yo.
Oh, he
Oh,
did, man.
If you got a Yeti cooler, your ice will stay iced for like 6 weeks.
Oh, I
Dead
thought you
ass,
said for
man.
life.
Keep that shit closed. It's just like a freezer.
All meat in there.
Dead ass.
Yeah, let's just keep this on hand.
Just keep that on
Land
hand.
right there.
If you land, yeah, you take
Yup,
that
hit the
shot.
SWAT. You already know.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
untwist the
Yep.
shit.
Is that a twist?
Yeah, it's a twist.
Oh.
That shit damn near cut my goddamn hand off though.
Oh, yeah.
This nigga got tough hands and shit.
Nah, I got delicate hands. I be
probably
trying.
do, bro,
I
'cause
be
you-
trying. I be in gloves all day.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you should stay moist all day.
Niggas be asking like, "Yo, you trying to help me move?" I'm like, "I can't do it, big dog. I fuck my hand up. That's it."
That's true. It's your moneymaker. It's your moneymaker,
I'm
man.
sorry.
That is true, bro.
Hey, can you open this for me? Nah, man. Gotta take care of these. I don't cook. I don't do nothing.
Yeah, you on your own with that jar of pickles, bro.
I can't do it, man. I seen a dude cut his hand, open a Snapple bottle. An artist I work with. Yep.
Holy
Like busted when he was like turning too hard. I was like, man, that's a fucked up way to not tattoo no more. Like, it
Yeah.
caused like nerve damage and everything. Like he can't really tattoo no more because of fucking Snapple.
Damn.
A strawberry kiwi Snapple cost
Damn.
him.
It's not even that good. It wasn't even worth it, man.
Cost him his whole career.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you know that was 100% just not worth it.
Guarantee I'm writing Snapple a letter.
Yeah. You fucked my career up.
They changed the bottle. They do plastic bottles now.
Yeah, they do.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yo, but you know what's crazy? I was drinking 40s when they were glass, bro. Now them shits is straight.
All
like,
They plastic?
They
All
plastic
plastic
now,
now.
bro. You gotta damn near unless you find like the spot that has like glass still.
Yeah.
You gotta order them shits online, bro.
Yeah, they only
40s was the #1 getting thrown at bottle in the world.
It was, yeah,
They
yeah,
had to-
that's true,
They had
dog.
to switch it up.
Yeah,
Niggas
Somebody's
Yeah,
head
that's
and
true.
shit.
Yeah,
It's a
nigga
weapon.
Get, nigga
Yeah.
get drunk.
Get my
Load
cigarettes.
a 40 bottle on you.
Son, that's not what you want at all.
I've been trying to keep the cigarettes low in this just so I don't look like a fiend, but
Fuck it, though. Fuck it, though. Look, they'll watch your journey of quitting.
Every podcast, like, it's less cigarette butts.
And they leaving comments and shit.
no,
Yeah.
they're counting. They're like
one small
he only
picture.
had
Yeah.
2 on this interview, people.
Fuck around and
We're
see
making
one
progress.
Like it's a whole lot, and they be like, I think he's going through.
They like, he
Oh,
going
yeah,
through
yeah.
some
He's
shit.
going, yeah.
He's going through some things.
It's like, oh, he went through 5. He must be going through something personal.
That would
This
be
gonna be
crazy.
a good interview right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Y'all intense and shit the whole
there's
time.
5 cigarettes in there.
Yeah, bro, this nigga opened up the gate smoking, so you know it's about to be popping. Hell yeah. But yeah, I got everything ready to roll though.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Welcome.
Welcome.
To the Three Oak Podcast, where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane M. Petty.
And today we have with us the motherfucking legend, the tattoo god,
Already.
Clanton Street P, aka Pierre.
Yeah.
Live audience.
And then we got the homie Jeff. He's gonna sit in on this
Sir.
one too. You know what I'm saying? The resident producer and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So pretty much, you know what I meant to do. So pretty much from the start of this podcast, like the whole that shit sound crazy, but the start of the podcast, like the whole point of it, like the artists to be fans. I meant to do the intro and then be like, yes, I'm a fan of this nigga or this person
Yeah.
because of this reason.
Yeah.
I've never done that, so I'm gonna do it today.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of this nigga because I met him through my homeboy. He was actually going to meet KO though.
Yeah, it was like 3 of y'all that came in there. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Oh yeah, it was 3 of
Yeah.
us. Yeah. And it was me, Slim, and I think a dude named Courtney. I think
Yeah.
he was with us. Yeah, because he got the Thundercat joint, the Thundercat tattoo done by
That was a while
you,
ago.
I
It
think.
was
Yeah,
me? I don't even remember.
that was a minute ago.
Man, people
That was
show
when,
me tattoos like, you did this. I'm
yeah,
like,
bro. That was when.
Yeah, how you been?
That was when you was in
I'm
that.
I'm pretty good.
And that was when you was in that trailer over near off South Saunders.
Yeah, we
It
was
was
in
the-
that little back lot.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even a trailer. I guess
Crazy
it kind of
big-
was.
Man, it was like a shack built for a family at one point or something.
Damn,
like
for
that.
real?
Yeah, it was like a house.
Shit.
And, just the area was in. Nobody wanted to live over there. It was like a lot of mechanics and car.
Oh
shit
yeah,
over
it's
there.
straight car shit.
So they just converted it into a building.
Yeah,
that's how that shop came about.
Oh damn, you might want to raise that up a little bit.
All right, let me get up in here.
Yeah, just raise it. Yeah, pop it up. So it's like right at level. You don't mic check?
I don't want to put my lips on your mic.
No, no. Yeah, as long as you talk into it, you might want to turn it this way. You're gonna point a little bit this way.
All right, yeah.
Then you'll be good.
Yeah, I'm new to this,
So
man.
the camera gets your good side.
Y'all ain't tell me shit.
You didn't know the sound check or any of that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Didn't know sound check.
and we
I didn't
never-
even know we was recording.
Sit in the chair right,
Never do.
goddammit.
Never do,
I
bro.
didn't know what
That's-
was going on.
Hey, that's how we get it cracking.
Yeah.
bro. And then
Bring
niggas,
niggas right into it.
we just roll niggas right in. We be mid conversation. I'm like, all right, Shay, you ready?
Yeah.
Niggas is like, what the fuck this
We was
happened?
recording when you pulled up, nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Got
Yeah.
all that.
That's how we keep it natural. Catch you off guard.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, just so you know it's a straight natural out here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like so that day, that was my first tattoo. He did the tattoo of my dog on my leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because we went because Slim knew KO.
Yeah.
So he was like, KO, do it. And then KO was like, nah, that's something that my homeboy need to do because it was more of a cartoonish drawing.
And I remember I did when I did like the highlights, the white in it.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
was like, yo, like that just brought it alive right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I wanna
yeah.
do something else.
Yep. And then I came back, got the extension onto it. And then I got this. Yo, this shit came right back out. I keep meaning to come through and get it done.
That's
and
like
then,
we just had that conversation
Yep.
about
for
that
real?
area right there. We just talked about it.
Your
Like,
knuckles, hands,
because it's
all that.
there. Like, because remember, I got the acronym HER.
Yeah.
So it's like there, but like, look how much it came out.
That's how it is.
And that's how it
Fingers, man.
healed. And it's like, it's just got to go.
How long ago?
This was probably almost a year ago now, maybe.
Oh.
Was it a year ago?
You were off of Western at that point.
That was like 2 years ago.
So, yeah.
Might have been almost 3.
Yeah.
So it just
yeah.
faded?
A while ago.
It just like, and it healed, and it's been on this consistency since then.
I didn't even notice you had that.
Exactly. Yeah, I got to get it redone.
Plus,
Like,
us darker people in the world, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like, you know,
it takes more. It takes.
Disappear.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
you
then you
gotta
did
get
the
it up
Michael
in there.
Jackson joint on my ankle too.
yeah, the feet with
the feet
yeah.
with the lines, and then that one we had to go over again.
Yeah.
The lines, because then the lines over the shit. This nigga talking about we gonna have to dig in this time. I was like,
get up there.
bruh,
Got that color in there.
Yeah, you
Nigga,
got that
flesh.
contrast, man.
Nigga,
Like,
that
that's
shit-
one of the things now. Like a lot of I noticed. Even I was working at Rock and Roll for a while. Did you come?
yeah,
up there before?
I met you up at Rock and Roll one time.
Yeah,
Yep,
when I was
yep.
working up there, a lot of the artists that I was meeting, it was like they was turning away darker flesh people. Not even on no races. I don't tattoo black people.
But they
so
just know
they
they
didn't
don't-
know how to deal with the pigment. Like they so used to tattooing like these pale ass people.
Yeah,
They didn't know how their work.
They're
could-
basically a sketchbook. White people.
Right, yeah,
They-
basically a sheet of
they-
paper.
I mean,
they didn't know how to you know. And
Yeah,
the more
'cause
I
pretty-
learned that,
yeah.
like that was like a whole nother lane within itself. Like people being like,
I tattoo
I'm a
black
little
people.
darker,
yeah.
but like this nigga can make this shit pop even on my skin.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I would hear them. They would like make excuses like, "What time you want to come? 3? Oh yeah, I'm booked at 3. Like how about 5? Oh yeah, I'm booked at 5 too. Like you know what I mean?
damn.
Like
Yeah,
not
just because they don't know how to do
not
it.
even trying to be an asshole, just like trying to make sure they didn't do bad work.
Yeah.
on that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
not-
because it's gonna be there forever.
exactly.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, because I remember one time there's a dude in Greensboro. He does like specializes in like cover ups and shit, and I messaged him because I used to watch the Ink Masters.
Yeah.
that show fire as fuck. Like
Yeah.
that, you know how to pick apart a tattoo off of that show.
Yeah,
you
that's,
know,
that's
like
what made every artist have to step their shit up.
They had
'Cause
to,
niggas start
bro.
watching Ink Master and they like
it gave the
everybody
right.
makes
line work.
Yeah,
Right.
bro.
Look at this contrast and gradient.
Exactly, bro.
Niggas can't
Like-
even spell half of that shit.
Exactly,
But
bro.
they're looking for it.
But they looking for it.
But it's
Yeah,
probably a
bro.
good thing that people demand that out of work now.
Out
It
of
is.
the- yeah, that's
and
true.
it make the artists, like I said,
It make
you
y'all
have to
better.
step it up because
Yeah.
like now you know people looking, so now you
Yeah,
gotta
that's
pay
true.
attention to that shit.
Yeah, because it was like shit that I didn't even know the term for it, and then like they just gave everybody the handbook. Like
Yeah.
if it's even if this is as simple as what you want, like they were even picking apart just like the name tattoo in
Yep.
cursive. Like they would zoom in on that like this shit garbage, and I'm like, damn, it looked normal to me. Like
Yeah.
And they're like, it's because that's a flaw. That's a flaw. I'm like, oh shit, like
Then you see
That's
it.
one of the things that helped too, though. Like for good artists,
yeah,
because I've done tattoos and I heard people say like, well, my man went to this dude and he good too. And then I look at the dude work, I'm like, man, nigga trash. Like,
yeah.
like you chose him over me. And they
Yeah.
like, I thought it was all the same. But then when people started watching those shows like that, that's when they started seeing the difference, though. And the
So that
solid
shit really
stuff,
helped the
and,
game.
Yeah, like it was a game changer, like all the way. Like it's a little watered down now. Like a couple last ones I
Yeah, it
watched.
was. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but I know back in the day it was Raw when it first started.
Yeah.
Like them first 5 seasons were Raw.
Yeah, they was.
Yeah,
that's when
dog.
I was like really into it. Like,
Yeah.
every Tuesday at 10. Like I remember the time. Like
Because that was on
doing
Spike,
it.
right? Was on some
Yep.
Spike
Channel
shit.
40.
Yep.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
dog.
dog. That shit was real as hell.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. As we get done talking about random shit,
Yeah.
that's why I'm a fan of this nigga. I just fuck with this nigga. We got
Yeah.
along from day one. I just been
Yeah,
fucking with him
man.
ever
Hey, I mean,
since.
but
So,
we were
yeah.
on topic pretty much.
We were on topic. We were on topic.
Random on topic.
Yeah, random
Yeah,
on
yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah. Let's start from the beginning, man. Where were you born and raised? Right?
I was born. Called that Blue Moon bad.
Woo.
Yeah, I was born in Camden,
We
New
need some
Jersey.
orange slices.
Yeah, that's what you think of when you think of Blue Moon, right?
Commercial.
Like,
Yeah,
we need them orange
commercial,
slices.
man.
Yeah.
Like it told you the whole story.
Cut the check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Camden, New Jersey. I came down here. I was real young. Moved to Kentwood down here in Raleigh. That's like mainly where that's where like the whole. Yeah, we didn't even catch all that shit.
Yeah, I'm paranoid that it's.
Wait, what?
I do that shit. I don't know why. It's
okay.
rolling, right? I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry, yo.
Now, that's-
I do. I hit it, come over here,
Yeah.
and then something in my mind tells
Now,
me.
I did it the other day.
Yeah.
I posted it. You might have saw. I was doing like a time lapse video of a tattoo. I did. It was
Was
like
it
the
on
last thing I
Instagram?
posted on Instagram.
No, I didn't see it yesterday.
But I did the whole thing, and I looked like I turned back and looked at the iPad, and it had the little you have 20%. Do you want to go in the power mode,
God.
whatever? So it stopped it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I did this whole shit.
It is not
in time,
there.
and it was probably like the first 3 minutes of it I caught, but it was like an hour-long tattoo. And even I'm like adjusting myself to do it with the camera.
yeah,
so
to
I'm
keep it
uncomfortable as hell doing this shit for an hour. Then look up. Do you want to go in power save mode? Like, come on, Apple, we gotta tighten up.
yeah.
Hit you with a little chime or something.
A chime would be clutch, yo, or just like the flash, just
Something.
just give me some
man.
sort of notification.
I looked up. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I just posted what I had.
Yeah,
Like,
what you had, yeah, that's
I
it.
just showed the beginning of it at least.
Yeah. Oh, but you said Camden, New Jersey. That's where you was born.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where I'm
How long
originally
were
from.
How long were you up there?
I was real young.
Real young?
Real young. Then I ping ponged back and forth. I went back up there in high school. I didn't graduate. I graduated down here. I graduated from Southeast here in Raleigh.
Okay.
But
That's where he graduated.
okay, what year?
Yeah, 07.
Oh, I'm 06.
Okay.
So I was probably there. I
Oh,
came,
damn.
but I came down there the same year I graduated. That's when I came. back
Okay, so
down
you
here. I
came
was-
your senior year.
Yeah, I was only here for my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I probably caught you. I don't know. I ain't talked to a lot of people.
Yeah,
by,
I was
by
saying,
the,
I could
yeah, by the
low-key.
time I got there, everybody was all clicked up.
Yeah, I was about to say,
and all
especially,
that
and you're a
stuff.
senior
Yeah,
too,
senior
bro.
year, like,
You've been
know.
established for the last three years.
Exactly.
Yeah, so-
Like I lost all my high school friends was in New Jersey. I was
that's
down here eating lunch by myself.
Damn. One of them
Yeah.
situations.
And all the homeboys I had, like I had a lot of them, but they ain't go to school. Like they,
Yeah. they was just
yeah,
out
none of them
here.
niggas go to school, so it was just me until the bell rung.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But
And
yeah.
then you said you were ping ponging, so you weren't even up in Camden too long. You came Where were you ping ponging back and forth from?
Oh, here and there.
Here
in
and there.
Yeah,
Oh, here in the
yeah.
Raleigh area?
Yeah, Raleigh and Camden, man.
Okay.
Most of my childhood, like as far as like growing up, like early teens, like the years that make you.
Yeah, exactly.
Was here,
yeah.
Raleigh. That was
Okay.
like I was in Kentwood, West Raleigh, like Western Boulevard. That's where the name came from, Clanton Street.
Because I saw it. Yeah. Like
that's what everybody do. They'll see
yeah,
it and
I
they
saw-
be like, "Oh shit!" Like that's
I saw the street
that's it.
finally.
Right. It's
I
Clanton
saw the
Street.
street finally,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit! Did the nigga grow up around here?" They, like instantly, that's what hit me.
Yeah.
That's my nephew. See, that's that shit.
You can tell
like-
by the knot.
Yeah, I can tell by the knot.
Got
And the
something
shit
to
that be
say.
making me mad is my
Yeah.
sister. Yo. Like my sister knows what I'm doing out here. Why do you
Yeah.
keep allowing him to do this? That's what I be trying to figure
He
out.
don't care, man.
He don't, bruh.
It's
I'm
his
just
house.
like,
She got a charcoal mask on
Yep.
right now, man.
Yeah, that's it.
oh yeah, he just got to scream outside.
Yeah.
But
So when did you like discover your sort of like your love for like drawing, or did you was it at an
As far
early
as-
age?
yeah, as
or
far as the artwork, that's been like forever.
forever?
Yeah,
Since
I don't
the beginning?
remember a
always been
time. Yeah, I don't remember a time like not drawing and
That's
shit
good.
like that. Like as far as tattooing, I got into it. I was around like 23, 24, 28 now. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
29 soon. That's how I think about it.
How'd you get into it?
Tattooing,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I actually my senior year of high school, the year I came back down here.
my apologies
I,
again.
that was cool. We was doing good without you, man. We was all right without you. But the year when I came back down here, senior year, everybody turning 18. For the most part, even back then, you didn't have to be 18. Niggas was getting tattoos.
Definitely didn't.
Like anyway,
How does that work when somebody pulls up in your shop now? Under 18.
And they under 18. Oh, it's over for them.
It's over for them.
Yeah, we can
unless
come up with a great
parents.
design for your 18th birthday. You know what I mean? But other than that, nah.
Because what kind of legal ramifications does that have?
Man,
if you get caught,
if you
Parents
get
could
caught,
sue you, I think, right?
what'd you say?
Their parents could sue you, couldn't they?
Yeah, that's like the
second half of it.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
like you lose. Even if you aren't licensed, you lose your ability to be licensed. Like
it's like you can't even get that shit.
You can't
no
get
more.
it at all.
Right.
Damn.
And there's no trial period to try to get it back or like none of that stuff. Like once
Holy
you lose
shit.
it, you cannot get it back.
Damn, it's like statutory tattoo.
Damn. Yeah. Statutory
To the fender after that.
Yeah, technically.
So it's like what's worth it? Like, okay, this person is 17 years old. Say they spending $1,000 for a fucking heart this big. It's still not
It's
worth it.
still not worth it, yeah.
Like you will never be able to be a licensed artist in the state of North Carolina again.
Which means you can't work at no shop. You
work
can't
at
open no shop.
Nope.
You pretty much just a hot ass artist at all times. Like
Straight blackball.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you a tattoo party nigga for the rest of your
you gotta
life.
do tattoo parties
For the
for
rest of your
whole
life,
rest of
for
your
the
life.
rest of your life, you a tattoo $40 tattoos.
And some people do it. Like I know there's artists out here right now that got caught up, and now they gotta like just live that type of life. And I guess they cool with it. Like they still tattooing. They still doing their little thing under the table. But like why live like that when you don't got to? Is my thing. Like,
Yeah, for real. I'm like, bro, that on the run shit on papers, that shit not cool, bro.
Yeah. That's
crazy.
That shit not
over
cool.
tattoos. Like
Over
you didn't
tattoos.
kill a nigga.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't make
Selling
no.
dope. Like you were on the run from the health
You
department.
doing prohibition style tattoos and shit.
You gonna run from the health department.
You on the run from the health department.
Damn,
Yeah, the health-
that does sound petty as shit. Like
Yeah,
niggas is like,
where's your life right now?
and the only reason you're paranoid, like I'm only accepting paranoia if you moving coke. I'm not even accepting paranoia if you moving weed. I'm like, nigga, you're not
Yeah.
moving that
Man,
much.
I just
bro.
told a nigga the other day. I said, nigga, you still selling dime bags of weed? You are one step above Avon. You might as well sell Avon products. Or
That's true.
or Mary Kay or some shit.
Yeah,
nigga.
you might
Like,
as well, bro.
You do all that risk for that little ass bit of weed. Like
It's
you
not
go
worth
to
it no
jail over
more.
that shit,
He
man.
better get him a sales job. That's what I did. Sales was the closest I got to drug money.
Yeah.
Because after I got done, after my house got busted in and shit, and they took all my shit, I'm like, damn, niggas live off $11, $12 an hour. And then finally I started
Yeah,
a
you
sales.
gotta humble yourself, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm like,
It's
I didn't
hard.
realize it was this real, dog. And then I started that sales job. I said, oh, this is like drug money. I can fuck with this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
'Cause it's
Like,
like you pave your own way. Like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
amount of work you put in, that's what you're gonna
that's
get
what you
back.
get out. Because that hourly shit not cool. And fuck a salary. Don't ever hire me for no salary shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing shit.
Same hourly all the time. Man.
And then they try to get more hours out of you when you're
Yeah,
salary.
when you on salary, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
they-
paying you the same
Because
shit.
it'll be the same no matter how much.
No matter
you work.
how much work you didn't put in 12-hour days for the last month, and they don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. Your check is the exact same. That's insane to me. Like,
Yeah.
it's not worth it.
Yeah, especially now. It's like so many avenues and so much different stuff you can do, like on your own. Like even as far as tattooing, like you don't need nobody to hold your hand through that. You might want to mentor as far as the work side, but as far as the business side, half of these owners out here have never put a needle to skin. Like, they open up a shop, find quality artists, clean it up, get a good reputation, and they rock out. Like they don't.
What does a standard booth rent go for?
It really depends on like the area, the shop reputation. If you just opening up a new shop, obviously you're not gonna have like a lot of walk-in traffic.
Yeah.
So you can't expect a high booth rent. If you're a top tier shop, there's money coming in there, so there's no excuse for you to not make that money. So
Yeah.
they're expecting a lot from you because not only are you tattooing their people as far as the walk-ins, you're supposed to have your own clientele anyway.
That's true. You're supposed to
So-
bring in your own crowd on top of that.
So yeah, so if you got like a low level shop, maybe like I don't know, like $150 a week, maybe here and there, like I don't know. But
Damn, that's a
them-
low overhead.
Yeah, but them big heads, they want a lot.
A week?
They went up to a band, like you know
A
what I
week?
mean. Like they can
Damn.
ask for 15. Like if it's
Shit.
coming like that, like they want theirs.
Damn. That shit's profitable
Well,
then.
it's true, I mean, you paying a little more.
But that's true because when
Yeah.
you
it ain't
so a spot like Warlocks, because don't they have like grandmaster tattoo artists in there?
yeah.
Like, shit
Well,
like
I mean,
that?
I can say I'm a grandmaster tattoo.
Oh, for real?
artist. Like,
How do you
just-
get that title?
You just say it. You can say
Are you serious?
that shit.
So there's no like
I got a
nobody
card.
comes and like gives you the steel.
At a certain point, it's like any other artist, like Van Gogh, like
Yeah.
Picasso.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
You can say I'm AJ the Menace and I'm a critically acclaimed, a grandmaster tattoo artist.
Right.
Oh
And then
shit.
now you a grandmaster tattoo. Like,
And I'm
it's
tearing
one of those
all these
things-
niggas' skins up for the rest
Yeah.
of their life.
It's one of those things, man. It's just like saying I'm the best rapper alive.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay,
what I mean?
it's
Like,
literally just a title
Nobody,
you give yourself.
Like you didn't file paperwork for the shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Okay,
just like,
okay.
It just happened. Like you,
Yeah.
you
And
said
you can't
it.
measure it.
There
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
you know? Yeah.
Believe it, that shit's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta believe it. That's the key. You gotta
Anything is
believe when
possible.
say
You
it,
better
bro.
believe this.
Yeah. Now, when you
Yeah.
got into it, like when you first got into it, were you, because, you know, you were good at art, were you confident when you went into doing tattoos? Were you sort of like, okay, well, since I'm good at art, you know, I
Or-
got this?
That's
Or were
the
you kind of
thing.
like, oh,
I
shit.
Or
was-
even
I
when
was-
did you make that transition?
Yeah.
I was very confident, and that's what
Oh, yeah.
fucked me up.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, I was.
You were too
way
confident?
Too confident.
So were you too confident in tattooing or the drawing aspect of it and just
I was too
thinking I could
confident,
jump
yeah,
over
like,
to this
I'm,
easily?
I'm an artist.
Right.
Therefore, I
any
can easily
medium-
transition.
any medium I picked up in my lifetime, art wise, anything as
Yeah.
far as pencil, pen, marker, paint, acrylic, oil, I took to it. Like as soon
Yeah.
as it touched my hand, so I'm like, this is
Tattoo
ain't
ain't
shit,
shit.
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as I hit a nigga with that needle, I was like,
Everything
this-
done
You got
changed.
something to oh.
I said, nah, this is not.
Like,
So
this is
It's not
torture.
a piece of paper anymore.
This is not
Yeah.
a piece of
A little bit
paper.
of blood going
Yeah,
on. here.
there's
You
a
got
there's a
all
life here.
Yeah,
They
this is it.
flinching every now and then.
I said, I think I fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
I might have just
So
fucked up.
you were drawing your whole life pretty much, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
literally
that's what you
since
said when you-
childhood. And I missed that part.
Just
okay.
yeah, just a little
Okay.
bit.
Man. Nah. Nah, but
So
Yeah, like I said,
okay,
always
so
been
when did you
drawing.
make the tattoo transition then?
I made that transition. It was 2000. I don't know. I don't even know what year it is now.
Because you
don't even
graduated. You graduated 2006, right?
06.
So was it a couple years after high school?
Yeah, it was a while after that. Like
Oh,
I said, I was
okay.
like 23 when I
Okay.
first picked it. I'm 28 now, so I was like
Oh, yeah,
23,
so-
24.
Early 2000s.
But actually, like Warlocks, like a guy over there, a guy named Julio, is one of my mentors to this day. He saw my artwork. He saw it in jail, and he was
Damn,
like,
how'd it get in jail?
"Nigga, I was in jail."
Plot twist. Okay.
how did your art get to jail,
All right,
man?
so-
How'd it
you
get in
selling
there?
shit there?
All right, so tell us about Julio. Then let's double back to the jail story.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Julio seen my artwork, and we was locked up together, and he was like, "I'm a tattoo artist, and like I feel like you can be a good tattoo artist, like judging from the style of work you do."
Yeah.
And I had played with the idea, like I was saying, like at the end of high school, everybody was getting tattooed and stuff, and everybody would always come to me and be like,
'Cause you
"Can
were the
draw
draw
this for
nigga.
me? Yeah,
Yeah.
can you draw this? I'm gonna take it up here and get it tattooed."
Oh.
And it was just dope as hell. Like a nigga be like, "Can you draw this for me?" I give it to him Friday. Monday when we come back to school, like
This
I
nigga
wanna-
show you.
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah, it's like that's my shit. Like
Yeah,
so,
that is
I
real.
thought that was dope as hell. But yeah, he saw my work and he was like, he got out before me. He's like, when you get out, come check me out. I work at Warlocks. And at that point, I had been tattooed at Warlocks, so I knew what type of shop it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga don't work at no Warlocks. Like he just
Because
this ain't
Warlocks is
fuck-
pretty upscale.
Yeah, I'm like, this is
it's
fucking
pretty.
jail talk. Like you can
Yeah.
tell a nigga anything in jail. So I was
Yeah.
like, this nigga don't work at no Warlocks.
Yeah.
So I got out and I went to go see him. And like I said, he got out way before me, so he was already like.
You making this shit seem like you was on a 5-year bid, my nigga. I
Nah,
can't wait to get this
It's
story.
like a year and a half.
That's a long fucking
it's-
time.
yeah, I did. I did a little bit.
Yeah.
But I went to go see him, and like he stuck true to his word. Like like I was thinking he was gonna be like, nigga, I was just saying that shit.
Or act like when you got there that he didn't even know you type of shit.
like,
Yeah,
but
because
nah,
niggas
he-
will do
he-
that.
He
Yeah.
set me on the right path, man. And he tried to get me in there. He tried to teach me in Warlocks. But the owner, like, he was on some other shit. He was like, yeah, you got to pay like 10 bands, like over the course of a year. Which over the course of a year ain't crazy.
Yeah,
but,
it's,
like,
yeah, it really
nigga,
isn't.
I
It's
just
less-
came home, nigga. I ain't even got a haircut yet. And you
Yeah,
talking
that-
about
yeah.
talking about 10 bands, like.
Rent and shit.
So what he was like, basically what he'll do is he was like, I'll just kind of teach you from afar. Like I'll, obviously the nigga not gonna let you come in here and set up.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you everything you need to know as far as how to get the process started, how to keep it going, and how to get where you want to be as far as a tattoo artist. And even to this day, like I still talk to him. He's still,
check
one,
in and
yeah,
shit
he's
like
still one of
that.
my mentors.
Is he still over there at Warlocks?
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, he doing good over there. He's like the guy over there that people ask
It's a
for.
Hispanic dude, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he look white though.
Okay, okay,
Then you start
okay.
talking, you're like, okay, he's not white.
Oh, okay, okay.
He's one of those.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
one of
yeah.
those guys.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's go back to this bid now.
Let's go back.
Now you don't have to go into full detail if you don't want to,
Yeah.
but like, how did you even end up in jail?
I mean, it was crazy because, And I just had this conversation today on the phone with one of my cousins, man. Like, because obviously my cousins know me from when I
forever. Yeah, like.
But I was like, it's crazy because now like it's a good thing. It's something I wanted, but it's crazy that it comes up like when people meet me now and I talk to people and we, chop it up and I say some shit like, oh, I've been to jail or I went to jail or I had this going on or I know about something or I know this person or that person. Like it's a shock. Like word, like oh, you don't seem like the type. But as far as
but
like
you wear
everybody
glasses.
who know me, that's what he said. It was like the glasses, man.
The
But as
glasses
far as,
is a
like-
new thing, though.
Yeah, and I wasn't wearing the glasses.
Yeah, because I remember when you got glasses, we ran into each other at like Food Line or some shit.
You was like, yeah, you got to get these frames.
I was telling them, I was like, bro, I was walking them through like, this is what you do.
You gave me the rundown on the
and I was like,
glasses.
and I'm gonna let you know when you put these glasses on, things are gonna change for you.
Suppose the cops. Suppose the cops look at you like that.
For you, bro.
These
Some
the cops
people
are
take
like
you like more serious, and some people take you more lightly. Like,
Yeah.
I'll still fuck you up.
Exactly.
with these glasses
It goes
on.
either way. Yeah. It's crazy.
Come off. They like these expensive. They can come
Yeah,
off.
these
real
come
quick.
off. I remember thinking that when I first started using them, I was like, how do I fight? Do I take them off? Do I keep them on? It takes
push 'em
up?
Yeah, do I push them up? It takes your eyes a little while to
it's
adjust when you first take them
It's a
off.
hard balance. So the last fight that I got into, I was in the position where I could put him on top of the car before I got into the fight.
Yeah.
Cause the nigga thought he was moving from one of them positions where like he could say anything he want. He didn't think it was about to lead to a fight.
Yeah.
So I had time,
So
and
you had the upper hand.
I had the upper hand because I knew what I was gonna do. So
You
I
can tie your
pulled.
shoes up.
Yeah, I pulled one of those like mad casual,
Yeah.
just whack, like. So. But bro, that
Like a
fighting
professor.
shit, niggas ain't trying to fight with glasses, bro. Niggas ain't trying to fight with glasses. So like, I'll buy cheap glasses if I'm going out to the club with like a certain group of people.
Uh-huh.
So if they do break, because they are gonna break.
now wear
And if-
goggles.
And even if they don't,
The,
and even if they don't break,
Basketball players.
yeah. Oh, I got some of those
Just
on
in
deck
case.
too.
Oh
Take
shit.
them
I
shits
got
off your head.
yeah, the fucking yeah. But it's like fighting with glasses is so pointless because even if they don't break, after you just get enough fighting, you're not trying to be like this.
Yeah.
Right, because they gone.
Like that's,
But they
that's
gone, bro.
they're gone, bro.
Yeah.
If anything, you're trying to get away from the situation as fast as possible. So it's like you fight and then you trying to get low before the police get there.
And
So
you just
In a
can't, you can't
rumble,
even be no
it's
gangster no
gone.
more. You're like, where's my glasses?
Right, 'cause now
Like,
you
Yeah.
can't, yeah,
Where's my glasses? Has anybody seen my glasses?
exactly.
Like,
And then
You
you
on your
just
knees crawling
and then you
niggas
just
like, now you lost.
yeah,
You
and then
beat his
yeah,
ass, but
yeah.
you lost now.
Yeah, and then you just hope that when you regroup with your niggas, like one of your niggas just pulls them out, like, "Yo, there you go, bro." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
Hey, bro, you dropped these.
but that might not happen either. So it's
Yeah.
like niggas ain't trying to fight. When you go, it's just like, come on, son, please leave me alone, my
Like,
nigga.
this nigga
Like,
got me nearsighted as fuck.
yeah, bro, because I can see up
It's a
close.
long
before-
ride home.
Yeah.
I can't even drive home, so it's like I can't even get away fast unless I got a pair in the car.
And
to
then
just
you
go.
know, like if you wear glasses, like, and you wear them all the time, when you're not wearing them, you already feel like you look stupid as hell.
yeah, that's
Like,
exactly how
yeah,
I
you
feel.
just got
bro.
that
That's
stupid ass
exactly
look
how
on
I
your
But
feel,
it hurts.
bro.
See, these are prescriptions.
Yeah,
by the
so
way.
you know
Yeah,
when,
so
when
I
your
wear
glasses is off and you just looking at somebody,
Shit is
you,
different.
You feel like you look dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
yep,
you feel
Or
yep.
even like you're out of focus.
Yeah, and then it's
Right,
like
I can see you trying to focus over there. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
you see
too,
the
yeah.
struggle.
you just
Right.
look crazy, yo.
Nigga, I woke up one morning and I woke up so fast I didn't put my glasses on. I had to go to Walmart.
Yeah.
So I just shot up there real quick. Nigga, I got in Walmart. It was like a fucking fun house. Like it was so many damn colors and
Everybody was all what do you call it? Disproportionate. And shit?
yeah, that shit was
You
like,
like-
I was tripping. I was like, yo,
Does it
never
always
again.
look like this? And
Yeah,
shit?
like you know, your eyes start to like adjust to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Once my shit adjusted, I need them, man.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Yeah, dog.
Nice.
But yeah. So whatever happened? Like, how did you end up there?
Okay, so this is like the story. I don't even tell this story a lot to keep it 100. Like,
Exclusive 3
this is
podcast
like
exclusive.
One of those like I've swept this under the rug.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
a greater man now. I'm a father.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Don't judge me on my past.
Huh?
Don't judge me on my past. kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not nothing any other nigga ain't done in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was fucking up for a while. Like just because I went to jail don't mean I won't fucking up before the jail time. Like I said, I was just a whole nother person.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I never got into like robbing and sticking niggas up and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like that's not even like my persona, my personality. I don't even know how to rob a nigga. I probably
You gotta
feel bad
move
for
it.
him. Like damn, nigga, you only got
Yeah, you gotta.
180 on
Right,
you.
you like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Here, keep 20, man. Get,
Yeah, that's
so you
true,
can
yeah.
catch a cab home or some shit.
some
My
red-
bad, man. You all right?
You got to be in a real desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you want that nigga Peter rob you, man.
Yeah.
He left me $40 last
Yeah.
time.
Probably ever, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You see him, you straight.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, it just wasn't me. You know what I mean? So I was like, I started off real young, just selling a little bud here and there, like like I said, everybody else in the neighborhood was
Pretty
doing.
much everybody, yeah.
Graduated selling dope. And that's when I really picked up. That was like my lane right there. But even with that going on, I'll tell you the story of how I went to jail. Like,
Okay.
before I tell you what I went to jail for.
Okay.
My son, he was just born. My son was 4 weeks. And like I was still,
fresh as hell.
Yeah, he was fresh. He still had the shit peeling off his legs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He was fresh. But so I'm messing with this chick. She stayed out in what the fuck is that shit? They tore it down. Walnut Terrace.
Yes, yeah.
This is before they tore that shit down. She
Okay.
stayed out there. So I'm out there chilling with her, and she's the biggest hood rat in the world. She running her mouth. I'm trying to get away from her. Like,
Yeah.
So it was one of them nights, and a nigga called my phone. No bullshit. He said he had $20. This is when I was selling dope. And that's not even something I would get up for at the time.
Yeah,
But
hell
I'm trying
no.
to get away from her. So I'm
So
like, I'm
it's
about
a
to
good
go
excuse to leave.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm
yeah.
about to go catch this play. Fuck
Yeah.
that. So I leave. I get out there. The nigga got like $17 or some shit. That shit pissed me off. Right?
That's why I don't.
But-
that's why we don't respond to $20 calls
Yeah,
right
exactly.
there.
But I'm like, shit, I'm already out here. Let me, like, before I go back there fucking with her ratchet ass, like, let me do what I need to do. And I had met some chicks earlier that day.
Yeah,
So I hit them up. Like,
Okay.
I'm back on this side. I was over off of Western.
yeah,
So I go over their house. Just met these motherfuckers.
yeah.
Go in. And there's no furniture in the house. There's nothing at all. There's like a
Insta-
box TV,
Instagram models.
like this big. Box TV in the middle of the floor, plugged into the wall. That's all they got in the living room.
They fucking for real. They fucking for
Look.
real.
And my man's, he was with me that I met him with. So I called him when I'm on the way, like, yeah, we about to fuck with these chicks or whatever. So he on the way. So I'm walking and I'm looking around like, this is like the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. So I walk in and they like, yeah, you can have a seat if you want. Like, nigga, y'all ain't even got no chairs. Talking about you got
Yeah, where, dog?
Yeah. So I sit down on the floor, like, so my back is on the wall. Like, it's like I don't want nothing behind me. Like,
Yeah.
my back is against the wall. I'm looking at everything. And one of the chicks, she sit beside me. Back then I had braids.
Okay.
She started touching my hair. She like, oh, you got such pretty hair. And I'm like, she's high. Like, that clicked in. Like, right when she started doing all that and getting all touchy-feely,
Yeah,
like, she
like
high as hell right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So the other chick, she just kind of pacing around. And I look too, and there's a big-ass fucking shotgun behind the door. Like,
Shit.
all-ass shotgun
What the
behind
fuck
the
is happening? This is.
Yeah.
Are you in
They
Pogo?
got
Now, this
they
is-
got no furniture
Now,
but
mind
got
you,
guns.
This is before, like, I mean, everybody had phones, but this is before, like, smartphones was, like, real big.
Popping.
Was it
Nigga-
chirp era still?
Yeah, this is, like, around that
Okay,
time. So niggas
okay.
weren't even really texting like that. Like,
Yeah,
everybody was
'cause-
calling.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
text messages, you had, like,
It took
30
too long.
texts a month or some
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that. Niggas
yeah.
weren't wasting no text messages.
Yeah.
So I'm calling my nigga, like, hey, like, you really need to come down.
Yeah.
Now I feel unsafe. I feel like Ebony off of Players Club. Like,
You walked into Pulp
yeah,
Fiction.
like,
Yeah.
can you please come? Like, so
Yeah.
I'm calling this nigga. He like, I'm on the way. So out of nowhere, no bullshit, this big ass nigga walks from the back with his shirt off. Big as fuck, like he's fresh off the yard big.
Yeah.
Like his legs is this big, but
But his
Yeah.
upper body is
yeah,
like
this
cock
nigga's
diesel.
cut the fuck up. Like he just walked from the back, he walk in the kitchen, get him a drink of water, walk back. I look at the girl like,
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
who the
Yeah.
fuck is that? Like, and I hear like kids in the back too, so I'm like, it can't be that bad. I hear like toddlers and shit back there.
Yeah.
So hold up, I'm silence this shit.
That's him right now. You talk about me?
That's them right now.
Come to find out, the nigga was cool, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going
It was cool as hell, you know? My son got that now.
Let's go. Say hello to everybody.
But the nigga, like, he walks to the back and shit. So at that point, that's when I'm like, I'm gone.
It's
Like,
time to
yeah.
leave.
There's
Yeah,
no way
yeah.
in the fuck I'm about to stay here. Like, this big ass nigga, big ass shotgun behind the door.
Yeah, it's time
Y'all
to
ain't got
go.
no furniture. She high. She not weed high. She's like ecstasy high.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's on
okay.
some.
And
She
And
on
then
a
I'm
pill.
thinking, like, I don't know, like, the proper word, but I'm thinking, like, she's, like, slow, too. Like, almost. Like, retarded. Slow.
Something a little,
Like,
yeah, a little bit off.
that-
Which it could have been whatever pill she popped too.
Yeah, but it
Because that
even-
was when ecstasy was
Yeah,
popping.
but I'm thinking like if you would have saw her, it was like I even told my nigga
Oh.
later on down the line. I said I felt like if I would have fucked her that night, I don't know if that would have been legal. Like,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
That's how slow she
She's
was.
like a
acting.
patient.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, like I was like, I
Yeah.
don't even know if we wanted to be there.
yeah.
So I leave and I call him. I'm like, cuz don't even come. I'm out. You know what I mean? So I'm going through my neighborhood. I'm on fucking Clanton Street. As a matter of
Okay.
fact, I'm turning on Clanton Street, and as I turn up, it's a police car turning this way. So like our driver sides are facing each other.
Yeah, you're right next
So
to
we
each
just
other.
like turn. You know, I look at him, he look at me. Fuck you.
Yeah,
So I pull up, and my son's mom, that's where she stayed. She stayed right on Clanton. So
Yeah.
I pull up, and I guess he turned around and got behind me. Because as I pull up, like no bullshit, this is how fast he got out of his car. I pulled up, and like my foot's on the brake. I'm about to put the car in park, but he opened my door.
What?
Oh,
That's how.
shit.
That's how
Holy
fast
shit.
his car now. Like I'm parked, and his car is behind me, like this way, the long way. Like I'm parked. My car is facing this way. He parked like this. So that's how fast he got up on me, though.
God
So
damn.
He opened the door, start pulling me out. Now the car is in drive,
Yeah.
and my foot is on the brake. So he's pulling me out, and I'm trying to keep my foot on the brake, and I'm telling him like, and by this point my phone is on the ground, like everything that was on my lap fell out. Like,
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, like, hold up. Like, let me put my car in park. And he's just pulling. So I'm pulling against him just to put my car in park.
Yeah.
So once I get it in park, I just get snatched all the way the fuck out.
Yeah.
So he snatched me out the car, regular pat down, handcuff, all that stuff. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? He was like, you got a warrant for failure to appear. But I'm sure a lot of people have had a warrant for a failure to appear.
And
like,
don't get snatched out their car.
yeah, like
that.
he
Yeah,
snatched the
yeah.
fuck out of me. Like,
Yeah.
so he like, you got a warrant for a failure to appear. I was like, when did I have a failure to appear? And what's crazy, like we was talking about the universe, man. It's fucking crazy as hell. The failure to appear, the day my son was born. Like that's why I didn't go to court. That's why I got this failure to appear, because
You were where you needed to
I
be.
was in the hospital, like having my first child.
Yeah.
But
Whoa, that's
so
crazy.
he snatched me out. He like failure to appear. At the time, like I was getting a good amount of money. I was like, I'm about to bond before
Anybody
they can
even
set
knows
me a
it.
fucking bond. Like,
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
like, I'm strapped. Like I'm good. I think I had like $3,000 something in my pocket at the time.
Yeah,
and that
just-
wasn't even all my money. Like I got enough to bond right now on the failure to appear.
Yeah.
So he take me downtown. We pull up at the precinct. You know, you're supposed to go to the county and then go to the magistrate and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
go to like the precinct, and he like the detective wants to talk to you. I was like, well, I don't want to talk to him, so take me so
Yeah,
I can get
just
my
take
bond.
me.
I can bond the fuck out. He was like, nah, he just want to talk to you real quick. So we go in, and they sit me like in the little first 48 type interrogation room or whatever. And the detective come in and the officer come in, and he got a notepad, but there's nothing on it. I saw there was nothing on it when he walked in, but he keep
Yeah.
acting like he fucking reading. I'm like, is this like a scare tactic or something?
Yeah.
Like I saw in his hand when he walked in, there's nothing on that notepad, but he's sitting there like, and he look up at me.
Even like,
Oh my God, yeah.
And he like, I'm like, this is
like you got shit acting, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they started asking me questions, kind of like the where were you this day, and like I was giving them like straight up honest answers, but it was like the worst answers I could give. Like I didn't know why they were asking me these questions, but I'm
Yeah.
giving them the honest answer. But it was like I set myself up for
You were
failure.
you were putting yourself in the position. At the
Yeah,
same
because
time.
they
yeah.
asking like, where were you this day? I'm like, I don't know. Like, you know, I don't go to school. I don't work. I don't know what day is which. Like, what's today? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, where I was Tuesday. My Tuesdays are Saturdays.
Every day's
like,
Friday to
Yeah,
me,
every
nigga.
day's
Yeah,
Friday. I do
yeah.
the fuck I want to do. But they kind of like looking at it like he has no type of alibi. He don't. Like he's not telling us where he was on
Yeah.
this day. He's
Yeah, yeah.
avoiding it. He's dancing around the question.
Yeah.
So they asked me a whole bunch of those little questions. Then they like they asked me about like this robbery shit, and they asked me a couple names, just little bullshit. And I'm so like I'm ready to get the fuck out of there. Like I'm being sarcastic,
Yeah.
bullshit, and all this shit. So they like, you know what? All right, you know we done. Like take him, you know, so he can get for whatever you pulled him for. Go get him processed, all that shit. So we down there, you know, you go down there, they fingerprint you. Ask you a whole bunch of shit, emergency contacts, all that stuff. So while they fingerprint me, there's this little slip, and it's like got like your name, your address, all that stuff, and it don't say your charge. It just say like misdemeanor or felony, and it has one circle, and it had the felony one circle, and I missed court for like a traffic ticket.
Yeah,
Like,
some light
stupid.
shit.
Yeah, so I was like felony, like the fuck did I do that was a felony? Like,
Yeah.
and he's not telling me nothing, the officer. He's just taking me through the motions. Like so when I go to the magistrate. She says my bond, that shit like $150,000.
Whoa.
And then like they give me my paperwork, and it was a robbery with a dangerous weapon. Whoa. Like mind you, like, and it's crazy because like even fast forward until like when I'm in jail, like I'm in there for like a year by now, and I'm running into people just here and there. Like I see a lot of people come and go. So every nigga I told, like they're like, "What you in here for?" I'm like, "Robbery, a dangerous weapon." Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
like everybody knows, like.
That don't even nothing about that sounds
Yeah, like
right.
what the fuck are you like? Oh, you about to get out? They probably about to throw that shit out. Like it was that type of thing. So I see that shit, robbery with a dangerous weapon. I'm like, it didn't even faze me. I'm like, this is bullshit. They trying to put some shit on me. It's gonna get thrown out. It's gonna get handled. Like I'm not really worrying about it. When I tell you, I had the worst luck a person can have for a person who did not commit a crime ever. I go in there. Like I said, I had a lot of money on me. I had like $3,000. I signed some of it out because I had so much. Like you can sign out money. I'm paying bills from in there. Like, I'm signing money out, like, take care of this, pay my car insurance, pay this type of shit. So it was like 3 months before my court date was. So I sat in there for 3 months.
God damn.
Then they bonded it over to Superior Court. That's when you don't even have no court date. That's like they get to you when they get to you. That's why I stayed in there so long. So they come to me. They said the first plea we have, I had a court-appointed lawyer. He's like, yeah, the first plea is like 5 to 8. Like 5 to 8 what, months? Days?
Yeah.
What the fuck we talking about, bro?
He's like, nah, years. Oh, you fired automatically. I need a real lawyer. Like, I'm not doing this court-appointed shit.
Yeah.
If I, like, you know how, okay, when you catch a charge, you get a motion of discovery. That's like where you see who telling on you, all that shit.
Yeah, you get to
The
find
average
out.
nigga
Yeah.
motion probably about this thick. It's a lot. It's a lot of detail. Mine was literally 2 pages, front and back, like one page, front and back. That's how long my motion. There was like absolutely no case.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in there like, okay, I'm gonna get a new lawyer. So I get this nigga. Anybody from Raleigh that has caught serious cases probably know this nigga Thomas Manning. He is
a black dude?
Nah, he's a white dude.
White dude, okay.
He is a fucking pit bull. Like he's gonna get
Shout
you
out to
of
these
jail.
lawyers. These lawyers are savages
he's-
on the
he's-
low,
he's a
bro.
pit bull
These
on the
lawyers
case.
do what the fuck they want to do.
So I get Thomas Manning, and by now I had been in there for like 6 months. So he comes to me because they always gonna offer you a plea, like for some bullshit.
always.
So
Oh
he
my
like
God,
they
I
offered
hate
you
that
another
shit.
plea for 8 to 13 months. I had been in there about 6 months, and I'm
So
like,
and then it'll be credited to you,
yeah,
right?
but I'm like, regardless, like I don't want robbery with a dangerous weapon on my record. Like
Yeah.
I did not rob nobody with a dangerous fucking weapon. Like that's not even me.
Yeah.
So he like, well, worst come to worst, after the 8 months has passed for the plea they offered you for, like you're staying here another 2 months, we go in front of the judge and show like that you have served time for something you don't even feel like you're guilty for. Like you were willing to say, I'm not going to take this plea even though I can get out fast because I don't want this to stick to me because I didn't do it.
Yeah.
He was like, and just saying that in front of the judge, that'll probably be enough.
That's
No
true.
bullshit. 8 months passed, right? Like, not on the head, but like a little bit past 8 months. I ain't heard shit from my lawyer. I ain't heard shit from nobody. So I'm talking to my son, mom, and I'm like, can you call this person, call that person? He ended up having a stroke, my lawyer.
What?
Yeah, so he had a stroke.
God
So
damn,
he got to
dog.
put his partner on the case. So his partner has to do all, and like the whole time I had, he put a private investigator on it. He put like all types of shit. So his partner got to catch up to all that. That's like another 2 months in
Yeah,
itself.
easily. Just so he not in there looking stupid.
Yeah, so he got to catch up on my case. So he catches up on my case, and he tells me, like, this is not a case. Like, you about to get out. Like, by now I've been in there, like I said, like 8 months, going on 9. Like, he like, you about to get
Literally
the fuck
waiting
up
for
out
the
Time
just
served.
waiting.
Yeah, he like, you about to get up out of here. Right. So then my DA, I don't know if you remember that nigga Sam Cooper?
Yes.
He like killed a lot. That he
Yeah.
had my DA. And you remember how big of a profile case that was? It was
Yeah.
a real high profile case. They said that DA can't try anybody else until it's done with the Sam Cooper case.
Yeah.
So basically, like I couldn't go to court
Because you had to wait for that case.
I had to
be
wait
done.
till that case to be done. Now this was, you remember Sam Cooper shit?
I,
You remember Sam
vaguely,
Cooper?
yeah.
You know, he like murdered a whole bunch of people or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And you know, it was like every day it was on the news. It was like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's fault. So think about how long that lasted.
You sit
My
there.
black ass is in there like, man, go ahead and fry his ass. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
waiting.
yeah.
so I can go to court.
Yeah, he
like,
held me the
He
first
actually
time.
probably did those.
yeah,
shit.
like he
Holy
like
shit.
He held a lot of people up.
yeah, he held me all the way the fuck up. So every day we watching the news in jail, I'm just like, man, fuck Sam Cooper.
Damn.
So I had to wait. So once the Sam Cooper case is done, I think like we was good. We was in the clear. Like, and then that's when my lawyer came back. My original lawyer, like,
They had a stroke.
yeah, he started feeling better. So he came back on. He's like, you know, this is my case. I'm like, man, y'all is like doing. I could have just stayed with this guy. He just caught up on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now my lawyer's trying to figure out what happened in the time that he was out of office, and he's catching up on other cases, and you know what I'm saying, all that shit.
Bruh, that's
So all this time
terrible
goes
It's your
luck.
past.
life, though.
bro.
But it's your life.
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
me. I'm in
Holy
this bitch with a full this, and like I said, I had braids at the time. I'm in there like with 4 big ass braids that I did myself.
yeah, bro.
Fucked up. Like I'm this big, like I'm skinny as hell.
I'm
like,
the same nigga from Clanton Street from
yeah,
that
like-
raised that lot.
yeah, you know, I'm a nigga from the set. I'm just fucked up right now. Like they
Yeah.
seeing me like, yo, I had niggas who got out and came back and was like, yo, you still in here?
Oh,
That's how real that shit was. But that's when I met the dude Julio. Like that's what this all circled around.
okay,
to. So I
yeah,
met
okay.
Julio in there. So like I said, he got out way before me though. He was in there for something small. So after all this time go past, they set a trial date. The trial date was September 10th. I remember the exact day because I was like, how can I go to trial like looking like this?
Yeah.
I look like I'm fresh out of the.
I look
woods.
guilty.
Right.
Shit.
I look like I robbed a nigga.
Yeah. I look like I
dangerous
did
weapon.
it.
Bro, and that is the worst because I know when I went to my court case, like I popped in like maybe 2 or 3 times in that year. It was like, bruh, you don't stand a chance when you're coming out in the fucking jumpsuit, bruh.
You don't.
Like,
I'm guilty. As soon as they
bro,
look at
you
you,
look
they like,
guilty
he's
as fuck. Like, at least I get to
And
come
you're
in.
black.
Yeah, you know, at least I get to come in with the suit, dressed up, tie,
Man.
fresh haircut, and I look like I didn't do the crime. At
You come out
least
in that jumpsuit with
with the fucking chains and
4
shit.
big ass non-parted braids.
It don't matter what the case is.
Yeah,
bro.
that nigga
It
did
don't
it,
matter
yeah.
what you're in there for. You did that
going
shit.
down.
You did that shit, nigga.
And like I said, the first plea that they gave me was 5 to 8 years.
It was about to fall.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the first plea they gave me was 5 to 8. So I'm like, if I go to trial, like I'm gonna really get burnt. Like the plea was
If you
5 to 8
lose,
years.
yeah.
So, but I'm like, fuck it. Like, I don't know what to do. So around like August, I think it was like August 19th was the day. I used to be real good with the days. Like, my lawyer came to me. Him and a private investigator came to me, and it was like, we got a court date before the trial, like where you pretty much just gonna present yourself in court. The judge is gonna look at your case in the courtroom in front of the DA in front of you.
Yeah. Just
So at this point, I'm burnt the fuck out. I don't care what they say. Like
Yeah.
everything they've said has
Yeah.
been bullshit for the last year and a half. So I'm just like, okay, I see you in court. So that night, like I remember I stayed up and I was like, should I like throw it out or should I go in here with these ugly ass braids? Like these braids was a big deal. Like I
Yeah.
looked fucked up.
trying to figure out how to
Yeah.
be presentable in
Yeah,
this
like
time.
how do
Yeah.
I be presentable looking like this?
Because you ain't got clippers, so.
I got nothing. Yeah, so I go in there, and it's crazy. I sit in the holding cell for like 3-4 hours. Like I'm the last person they talked to that day. Whole courtroom's cleared out. Like as far as like the crowd, they was all cleared out when I came in there. And this was like the most fucked up part of the whole year and a half. I go in the courtroom. You know, when you go to court, they got that little it's like a rectangular shaped like folder type thing, like with your name and all that stuff. The little file.
Yeah.
You know, they take it to the judge.
Yep.
So when I go in there, they take that to the judge.
that little Rolodex thing.
Yeah, and the judge says, like, this is my first time seeing this. Like, in this whole time, the judge has never seen nobody had ever brought that to the judge this whole time. So he looked at it. So he opened it up, looking at the case. He looking at the motion. He's like, where's the rest of the motion? They're like, that's it. He like looking at he didn't even read it. Like, he looked at it, he flipped it over, flipped it back. Then he looked at my file again, and he looked at me. He was like confused. And I'm looking at him like,
Like nigga, yeah. We've been. I felt like
but
this
that's
for the
what,
last year.
like his exact words. I'll never forget this shit. He said, "You been in here this long for this?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You're not gonna be in here no more. Like after today, this is
the last.
yeah.
day.
You getting out here today."
Damn.
So he sent me back, and I
Been out ever
picked it up
since.
and got the fuck out. But that's all it took. A year and a half. It took somebody taking that folder, file shit, 4 feet, handing it to a judge.
That's all they
Shame.
needed
That's a
to
shame.
That's my life.
That is our legal system.
That's the legal
Ladies
system.
and gentlemen.
But then at the same time, like I said, like I was who I was before I went in there. I was doing all that shit, like just because I
So
didn't
you
go
were-
to jail
you
for
were
what I
doing
went
wrong.
Yeah, just because I didn't go
Exactly,
to
yeah.
jail, and that's how I always used to do. Like you got to charge it to the game. Like if you live in a certain lifestyle, you got to take everything that come with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to take what came with. How much stuff did I not get caught for? Like that I could have did way more time for.
Yeah.
And at the same time too, like I went in there, I would have never met Julio. I would have never, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of stuff that would not have happened if I didn't do that. So if I got to take that year and a half away and make the next 50 years better, like, I'm all for it. Like, you know, sometimes shit just got to happen. You know,
It was like summer camp for character.
Yeah.
You know, who knows where you would have been.
Who knows? Exactly. Like, I just would have been on the same path. Like, and everybody would ask, like, oh, when your son was born, did that make you want to do good? Like, no, I was doing the same shit when he was born. Like,
You thought you provided shit.
exactly. Like, so, like, that shit never happened. Everything. I wouldn't have been sitting here talking to y'all about this shit. Like, as bad as it was, like,
Yeah. Respecting everything. This shit is no way. Home to? What?
see, man, that's that. Like how the iPad shit was.
Wait, what paused?
Just he finished the whole story. We did not miss all that good. Yeah, we,
That's what I was just about to say. I was
no,
like,
we didn't
what
miss
the
all that. We didn't miss all that. It
The
just
best
paused
story
on
ever
us.
told on this.
Back it up, y'all.
No.
Best story told on this show, and no.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why literally I have been bitching for the last 2 weeks. Like this bitch got to go, and I need to get that iMac desktop. I have to because one, editing has become an issue. Like transferring this video file over here, I'll probably have to do that 3 times.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to shut it down, turn it back on.
You gotta go through the motions, man. This is startup shit. Right
This
here.
is, bro. This is like,
It's a startup.
We're only episode 18 right now.
When you on a whole office floor, when you on the whole floor of a building in the office space with 17 Macs in it, you're gonna be like, man, I remember when I was using that.
That's true. That little
crack screen,
with the fucking crack. I mean, it's going, bro.
Yeah,
and I found like
you'll be telling your employees about that shit one day.
and I don't want to hear none of y'all niggas.
They're gonna be rolling their eyes like, bro, we heard this fucking story, man.
But like, nigga, you see these
Like,
videos?
we know you
Nigga, there was
can't
no
run.
AC in this back. There was no AC in that building when
I
we
was
was
that
at.
age. I had a crack Mac.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
got no new
shit's
friends,
crazy. But damn, bro. Thank God we didn't miss the story though. Don't worry, we did not miss the good. Yeah, Shane was about to be hot. You saw
No,
his
because
face.
I was just like, that is insane. That is insane.
It's organic. You can't
It was
recreate that.
organic. There's no
like,
way.
I tell it again. It's like
Bruh,
you
'cause
left,
what
you
if-
left out the one part.
Right.
Yo, bro,
Yeah.
because what if I was straight up like, do me a favor, go back to
Go
how.
back to when you got pulled over.
yeah,
Yeah.
go back to when you got
So
pulled
what-
over and just start all over.
Or
again.
if you're just like, all right, man, that was a great story. So, all right, so you ready to start recording?
But it's crazy too, cause like even like every female that I've ever dealt with, no bullshit, has asked me like, you know, if it comes up, they're like, so what did you go to jail for? And I'll just be like some bullshit.
But you
Like,
know what?
I
It
just-
is
that's all
kind
I say,
of
some
it
bullshit.
is kind of hard to like. You can't just tell that story quickly.
It's a
either.
mouthful.
It is
It's
a
a
mouthful.
mouthful.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't-
everybody don't even deserve that story.
Yeah,
that's
you
how I looked
can't.
at it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you
an
don't
epic.
deserve to know, like, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Like,
Yeah, and,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and
I
that's
just tell you enough. Like, I didn't rape nobody, I didn't kill nobody, I didn't steal from
I didn't hurt
nobody.
nobody.
Like, yeah,
That's
didn't-
it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all you get.
Not to mention you tell down everybody gonna have their kind of opinion about, oh, you should get justice for yourself. You say you felt you learned something from that.
Yeah,
You felt
like,
you felt you
if
figured
that
it
never
out.
happened, like,
you wouldn't be where you're at
even
now.
like that's why I told the events before. Because if I didn't go try to catch that $20 sale,
Yeah.
if I didn't meet
Everything
them
happened.
stupid ass girls with fucking Incredible Hulk
Walking out the back of that, if none of that happened, like none of it would have, even timing wise. Like I said, when I passed the police officer, he saw my face and he knew who I was. And when I turned, he turned. So like that's why I got bullshit, bro. It just did it again. What the fuck? What type of shit have y'all invited me to, man? This is unprofessional shit. Like what the fuck, bro?
everything kept happening to me. Even this shit. See?
yeah.
Don't invite me around.
Is that what it
Shut
is?
the fuck
Are you
up.
bringing this
The
energy?
whole table's just going to fall. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I gotta
So
work against incredible
Yeah.
odds.
Yeah. So, yeah, we can talk about these like video games. And,
yeah. So pretty much what just happened, people, is that my computer had a meltdown. Shit started wilding. But we're back now. We're back.
Right.
We're gonna close this up, finish this out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Blase blah. Where were we at again?
We finished the story.
We finished that.
So we
monster
might as well
story.
just go into a new story, which is,
Yeah,
YouTube
we might as well just
and
go into what you've been doing.
gaming
since,
and
yeah,
gamers
so-
and, what was
yeah.
it?
Oh yeah, because I wanted to ask you about the gaming thing. Because now
yeah,
you've been a
yeah,
heavy
man.
gamer your whole life, pretty much.
Well, I really started off
Yeah.
wanting to be one and not able to. Like we was like, my family, we didn't have none of that shit. We didn't
Yeah.
have consoles and games, and it just was not a luxury we could have. So like I used to tell myself that like when I can get this stuff, I'm
Yeah.
going to get all of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Damn. Okay. Yeah, because
So-
you get every fucking game out,
anything
bro.
that comes out.
Yeah,
the
you be
day
on
comes
it.
Out,
I be
get
seeing you
it.
on your Snapchat,
Yeah,
nigga.
I'm on it. Like,
You be at the midnight release and
yeah,
shit
every
too,
time
right?
something come out, I get it day one.
Damn.
But, yeah, like I said, like when I was little, like I used to really like playing the game. I used to have to go to a cousin house, a friend house, all that stuff. So like I just used to be like, once I get in the position to get it for myself, I'm gonna be honest. Half of that shit I don't even play. I get it. I
You just
play-
have that thing that you
Yeah.
told yourself and you're
Yeah,
going to do it forever.
I just gotta get it. If I don't get it, it'll bother me all day.
Damn.
I'll be tattooing like, man, that fucking Call of Duty drop.
Yeah.
Damn,
Like,
that's
I gotta go
crazy.
get it. Like I just.
And then, what was I about to say? Because remember when we were originally talking about this idea, you were telling me you wanted to
doing
start the
gaming thing.
YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
I started on it and like I started doing it and I was just like I gotta work on like my commentary because when I play the game, like I'm into the game, so I'm playing Call of Duty and stuff, and I'm like,
You're not
I'm like,
entertaining them.
I'm like, I gotta decide what audience I want to shoot for, like
Yeah.
all that type of stuff. Cause I'm like, oh, you bitch ass nigga, like, you know, all
And
that
then you,
stuff, like,
you're not gonna catch everybody using those words.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had to decide that. I mean, I still do the game capture now. Like I
What's
still
that?
like record like my
My
gameplay.
brother does the same stuff.
Oh, do they have a function on the system now where you could just game capture straight
They
to
do,
the system?
but it's real short. Like
Oh,
I got
okay.
the one is like it plugs up, like you plug your system into it, then you plug your TV into it, then you plug
That's
your
how these
computer
people are
into
doing it.
And it like and then it just like I can
Oh.
record like for hours and hours and hours, and then I can make the window like with my face in it. I can put like the logo
nice,
up there, all that stuff. Like so, I just really been playing with that, and like I just really want like to do it the right way when I do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I still want to do it, but I don't want to half-ass it, like because it's not uncommon now. Everybody's doing it.
Right.
Like
Yeah, because Twitch is fucking huge now. Twitch
then,
is
like, you got
popping.
stuff like
yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
and people get paid off of that stuff. People
Money.
get sponsored.
Actual
Yeah.
real money
Like I
being
know an
exchanged
artist. That's what he does. He pays his bills.
tattoo artist?
Nah, he's just an artist, commission
Rapper.
artist. Like he
Okay,
does
okay.
like paintings and
Murals.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But he was like he's gaming now. That's his career. Like, and Twitch pays him. Xbox sends them. They get a new
Free
controller. they
games
send
and
them a
all
new
type of
controller.
shit.
Yeah, they because he's putting their product out there. So you
Yeah.
know, they want it in his hands.
See?
So like it's like that's why I was talking about earlier when we were talking about like jobs and stuff like that. That's why I was like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do now. Like there's an avenue for everything. Like
And being a tattoo artist on top of that, you've always kind of been an entrepreneur in that whole
you gotta
vein
be
anyway.
Like I tell people like straight up, like the people who I do have close enough talks to that do know about like my past, I say I treat tattooing exactly how I treated selling dope.
bud, yeah.
Like exactly the same way, and that's what worked for me because that
Yeah.
was that's what I was doing. That was my lane. Like I just applied everything that I had right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just applied it to this, and it worked. Like no bullshit, the exact same. Like even down to like when I was younger, and the guys who were like they had more than me, they had better shit than me. I just made myself real punctual.
Yeah.
I made it my point to have transportation. I was like, I can get to you.
Yeah.
These dope fiends, they want their shit when they want it. Like,
Yeah, that's a
you know.
fact. Yeah.
So I did it the same way tattooing. I made myself available all the time. Like, oh, you want what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Did you
do it
ever
right
do
Three in the
the?
morning, fuck it.
Let's
go.
get it. Like,
So were you ever doing the pop up? Not the pop up shops. The tattoo parties. Did you ever do those?
man, see, the first time I really tattooed, I did a tattoo party.
Okay.
And that made me never want to do a tattoo party again.
Why?
I made a lot of money. But
I
like,
never went to a tattoo
man, it
party,
was
but
just
I've been
like-
invited to several.
Like, what people don't understand is, man, people like, I get it a lot of time. People like, oh, you're a tattoo artist. You make your own schedule. You know, you just tattoo. You doing what you love. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's not that easy, man. Like,
Yeah.
if it was that easy, everybody at this table would be doing it. We would
Yeah.
have a shop with us for
Yeah,
that shit
yeah.
right now. Like, it's not an easy thing to do. It's like, I tell people, it's like taking a road trip. Like, you might be sitting there, but think about how much focus you have to have. Like,
In
you
that-
you
yeah.
sitting there and you have to focus on what's in front of you for hours at a time. And think
Yeah,
about
that's true.
after you get off a road trip, what's the first thing you want to do?
Fucking nothing. Damn
Nothing.
near.
You wanna lay down.
Nothing. Yeah,
It's
literally.
just draining. Like, it
Yeah.
just drains you. Like, you're not physically doing nothing. You're not running around. You're not
literally
even moving.
drawing all
Yeah,
day.
it just drains you. That's what tattooing does. Like, you so focused on what you're doing, it's so draining. Just drains
All your
everything
energy is
about
going
it.
into
Yeah.
it.
So,
Yeah.
like,
That shit real.
Any
Yeah.
kind of art, man. Any kind of art. Yeah, I feel like you kind of, if you're not pouring that much energy into it,
Uh-huh.
you're probably not doing that.
yeah, then you ain't doing a good job.
Yeah, then you're probably not the best anyway.
Exactly.
So then, with like your tattoo ventures and shit like that, like you've owned your own shops. Like, what was like your shop like owning process? Because you went through.
Yeah.
Because I know since I've met you, you've had a bunch of different transitions.
Yeah, what I did was, man, I came into a shop. The first shop I worked at was Ink Stains. That's where I met KO. Like
Okay.
when we met. That's
Yeah.
the first shop I was at. That shop was owned by a guy named JG. I met him when we were like early teens, and I ran into him.
Is he the one who created the Ink Stain brand?
No, KO created the brand, but the actual shop, you know,
Okay.
like as far as like the building, and you know what I mean.
yeah.
It was more like KO was more like he was like, you know, he was an artist.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is like a brand I have, and then like the owner like owned, you know, the actual shop.
Got it.
You know,
Got
we
it.
kind of
Yeah.
answered to him.
Yeah.
But he was a good friend of mine, and I told him like I actually lied to him and told him I was tattooing. I wasn't even tattooing at the time. I was just thinking about it. He was like, I got a shop. I was like, oh, I'm a tattoo artist. He like, oh yeah, come over. I give you a spot, you know.
Oh shit.
So I went in there like
Yeah.
Like, I'm YouTube and shit and
Yeah.
everything.
Damn,
Like, I just
YouTube University.
I just got a tattoo artist job, and I don't know how to tattoo. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Damn, so that was literally the beginning at that little
Yeah,
over there off South Saunders.
Yeah, that was when I started, and things over there got crazy as far as like just like the building we were in. There was 2 sides to it. He owned both sides. He owned 2 businesses.
It was the mechanic shop
Yeah,
next door.
and it started kind of like spilling over, and it was just like real tacky. It was like, you don't want a tattoo shop beside a nigga getting his oil changed. Like,
Yeah.
it was just too much going on.
It's a low key. It's a savage looking. Savage. It's a savage looking like
it's-
the
it's-
auto spot.
Yeah.
It's like you can get a good price there, but it's, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's got
it
that
was very
look.
humble beginnings.
Yeah,
Like I needed that, but so a shop had opened up off of Western, and like I said, that's the area I'm from. And
So
I
you
went,
was back home pretty much.
yeah, so I
like-
jumped at that chance anyway.
Yeah.
So I went over there, and I was actually the manager of the shop. Like I came in and I started managing that shop, and it was like I was like doing too much with not enough reward. It didn't weigh out. Like I'm managing, I'm doing all this shit, but I could be an artist and make the same amount of money, like with less responsibility. Like the title is not going to move me. Like, oh, you're a manager, you should be happy with that. Like that's just a title. Like, what am I getting out of this?
People go crazy over them damn titles, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
So the owner of that shop, he owned the building and the business. So he said, "This is what I'll do. Being that I own the building, I'll lease the building out to you, and you can have your own business in it. You can do whatever you want to do. Just pay me my rent.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not involved in the tattoo business. I just own the building. Just like if somebody owns your house and you paying them rent.
Yeah,
it's not their house. Well, it's their house, but
You just borrowing it.
yeah, you know what I mean.
It's
Yeah.
your space.
So and that's a lot. Even when I worked at Rock and Roll, like that owner doesn't own that building. He's leasing that building for his business for Rock and Roll.
But the Western one was the first time you were in like that position of ownership.
Yeah. So that.
And
was
what's crazy? The day you got the paperwork for that was the day I got off probation. Remember I ran into you at the courthouse?
Yeah,
I got off probation. And I was like, damn,
that was
nigga,
like
what
a
you
good
up
day,
to?
like-
Yeah, he was like, I'm like, bro, I'm off probation. He was like, I'm up here doing paperwork to own this shit.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
he was
yeah.
like, hey, look,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you, like, if
Yeah,
you never
bro.
seen joy in this nigga face,
Yeah.
man, I swear to God, that shit made me feel good. Like, man, he felt so good,
Bro,
that
when
you
I
could just
said-
see it in him.
Because
Like,
I literally walked out the building. Was fresh out the
yeah,
building.
we was
I
right
seen
in
this-
front of like the little hot dog.
Yup.
Yeah.
And I was
whatever,
like,
yeah.
shit, what's up, nigga?
That
So
was-
you
that
were
was
already
like-
on high,
I was on high,
I'm telling
bro.
you, that was pure joy in
Yeah,
this
bro.
nigga face.
On
Like,
probation, and he was going in to get his paperwork for the business.
it's like the universe.
Yeah.
bro,
That's the
shit's-
theme of this whole shit.
Yeah. What
that
the
is,
fuck?
yeah.
That is crazy.
The universe. We're gonna title.
That's
this.
what happened.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is cosmically strange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
Very
definitely gonna name this one
Yeah.
the universe or some shit like that.
man.
I'll figure something out.
That's
Those
how it should
cosmic
be.
jokes, and nobody
Yeah.
calls them
Yeah,
cosmic jokes.
yeah.
Everything
Cosmic
be
jokes.
playing out. Like everything like happens for a reason, man.
Yeah,
Like all
yeah.
that stuff like comes right back around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Now
yeah.
there's one thing I definitely want to get into. So, Westworld. Westworld. So I've been watching.
Yeah.
I've been watching.
Westland.
Westland.
man.
Westland. Yeah, Westland.
I was about to
Goddamn.
say, wait.
Westland is a comic book you've been creating,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Oh,
Like the
Westland.
characters are fire,
Yeah,
nigga.
like,
Fire.
And really, like, I'll be honest. Like, I've been working on Westland for like years now.
Have you been writing the script to it as well?
Yeah, I've been doing like a lot of writing and story building. Like
Nice.
when I put, but like that only goes so far. Like, cause I don't share the storyline with everybody. You know, that's
Yeah.
like my thing that I'm working on. But when I put the faces on stuff, once I started doing the characters, that's when everybody was like,
The characters
the
look
fuck is
crazy,
this?
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
listen,
Like the
like-
characters look like something you would create.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they look like, and they just look like some shit. And I'm not even an anime person, but I know
Uh-huh.
you're into that anime
Yeah.
shit. And I have friends that are like diehard anime people. Even when I saw it, I'm like, this shit look out of fire. Like
Yeah.
I would watch this shit.
yeah, and that's what I shot for, man. Like I shot for like, what do I like? Because I started getting into tattooing so hard. I always tell people, even with tattooing, as much as I love it, it's created a whole new lifestyle for me. Tattooing was not my ultimate goal. Like my ultimate goal, like I draw, like I do illustration. That's my shit. Like, That's
Yeah.
what I like to do. And I told this girl, I was like, I feel like how like strippers feel. Like, they'd be like I want to be a nurse, but I'm gonna go to
Some questionable shit.
yeah, I'm gonna dance until I get enough to be a nurse.
Yeah, I
But
know
then
plenty of those.
But they don't end up being no fucking nurse. They
Shout
end
out
up
to the
stripping.
CNAs that I have.
Being an OG stripper.
Shout out,
being the big
Yeah,
homie
bro.
in the locker
Shout
room
out-
with the stripper.
Yep. And shout out
That's
to
how I
all the
was. I was like, I
CNAs.
feel like that's how I feel. Like I was like, well, tattooing is going.
The gateway.
Yeah. Everything else I want to do, but then I got so caught up in it with like management and ownerships and all that stuff. Like,
And then it was just picking up on top of that,
yeah,
like
and
the
it
business
just-
wise.
and it's still picking up. Like,
Yeah.
some people hit me up. I'm like, where the fuck you come from? Like, how you?
Because you know a lot of people, bro. Like how many like people do you think you've tattooed at this
I don't
point?
even know. I'll tell you now. Like, in my phone, I text message, not even counting Instagram messages, Facebook, phone calls. I text at least 50 people a day. Damn. At the very least. Like, and that shit.
Like
turns
your
brain
networking
into
circle
goddamn
is huge,
mush.
bro.
Like,
Yeah, bro.
Because
Every
this person
direction.
wants a tiger, this person wants a lion, this person wants Roman numerals, this person, and I gotta be on it. Like, I
And their
gotta-
friend, and then after you do their work,
Yeah,
their
then-
friends
yeah,
hitting you
I had
up.
that today. I
Yeah,
tattooed a guy. He came with his friend, and when he was done, he was like, "Hey, you got time to squeeze me in?" But what I started doing was just like taking more care of myself, man. Like, nah,
Instead
I
of
can't do it
burning
right
out,
now. Like,
yeah.
if you choose to go somewhere else,
Real.
you know that's what you choose to do. But I'm not going to get burnt out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
that's
like
true.
Everything, man.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's I used to do that, man. I used to be in the shop 2:00 in the morning, banging it out, like
yeah,
making
'cause
money, but like
that's true. Yeah,
hungry.
yeah. Because that tattoo. Because have you ever worked like a real conventional job?
I have. When
Yeah.
I was 16, my first job, I was in New Jersey. I
Okay.
worked at Wendy's.
Okay,
That was-
and that was like the one and only conventional job you've ever
I worked
had.
there. Then when I came back down here, I worked at Wendy's on Western. But that shit
Before-
fucked me up because I
Oh,
was
it
out
did?
there like with all my niggas and stuff. Like,
And
so,
they was pulling up and
different.
shit.
yeah. I used to go out on my break and go stand on the block and then go back to work at Wendy's.
Damn, dog. Yeah,
The cops wouldn't even fuck with me. I got on the Wendy's hat. I still got the apron on. All this shit.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was like the perfect setup.
Yeah.
But I was young. I was still in high school then. But,
Okay.
yeah, those was the jobs I had. I worked after I stopped with my shenanigans and stuff on the tattoo. Before this tattoo stuff picked up, I worked like a little temp job before, and that was just like, man, I can't do this shit.
Yo, that's
like I ain't even good
Nigga.
like this, man. Like,
nigga. That temp shit ain't no joke. That's slave labor, my nigga.
Oh,
they put you on
Slave
jobs nobody wants to work.
labor.
That's factory work and shit.
I did that shit for a month and a half. The beginning of this year, when I was
Yeah.
transitioning to this new job that I have now. One, I had the caliber of people that are there. Number one,
Yeah.
you be like, this nigga's walking around thinking like you, bro. I can't believe this shit, dog.
Half time, like, you passed a piss test?
Dog.
Yeah.
Nigga, like, ain't no way.
I had to call this one nigga a coon twice on my first day. I'm like, bro, you fucking coon. What are you doing, bro?
man,
Like,
the one I worked for was like the bottom of the barrel. This was probably like, if you are a homeless dope fiend off the streets, you can come in here and work for a day if you want to.
oh, and you get paid at the end of the day.
Yeah, it was one of those type things. It was like it was.
yeah,
So look,
bro.
so I had a girl. She told me, she like, you know, if you really want to work, you want to do the right thing, you don't want to break the law, all the stuff. Work for a temp service. I know one. She referred me to it.
Okay.
So you know, I was kind of get my shit together. At this point, I cut my hair. You know, I'm walking
Thick,
there.
yeah,
none
all
of these
new.
homeless people in
You the
there.
best looking one in there.
Yeah.
I'm fresh as fuck. Like, and there's a whole bunch of homeless people, but so they put me on the job, and this is how dedicated I had to be, because like, I'll be honest, at every point there was like, I know what I can do to really make some money. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm trying not to go down that road, but boy, like, y'all is trying to fuck out.
Nigga, you ain't the only one, bro.
Yeah, so you know
you
what I'm
ain't the
saying?
only one.
It's
bro.
like, let
I
me-
be struggling
let
with
me
my
be
morals
great.
all the time.
It's
You be
fucking
like,
taxes, man.
So I would
Yeah,
go
bro.
in there. You had to be there by 6 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, because them temp jobs be
You know
starting
what? Yeah.
early, bro.
So you had to be there.
Early,
They
bro.
still
Yeah.
out back, bro.
Yeah, bro.
you gotta-
Yeah,
exactly.
because these niggas
And then
really
you
are
gotta-
tense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you got to beat them people, because
Right.
once a certain amount of jobs have been placed,
Filled up, yeah.
like, it's over for you.
Right,
It don't
you
matter
still
how
sit
long
there.
you've been there.
Right.
So you really got to get there like 5. So you get there, you wait, you go in there, they send you on a job. You're gonna work maybe like 8 hours a day. You're gonna make like $40 doing that. Like 40. Now, if you're not driving, they designate a driver. Like, if you have a car and you got to pay that person $5 there and $5 back.
so you made
so
30.
So now 40 is 30.
Right.
Now, this is only back and forth from the temp service. Now, you still got to get home, and you still got to get up there in the morning. So, basically, you working for maybe like $20, $25 a day. And this is
Holy
like
shit.
light demolition. This is like landscaping. This is back breaking.
Work.
Work.
Hard work.
Because
work.
temp agency makes all the money, not you. Right?
Yeah, and you know, I'm a nigga coming off of, you know, not no manual labor. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not used to lifting shit and
Yeah.
I was
opening
thinking about
and
opening-
closing shit and all that bull. Like, I'm like, man, I don't do nothing with myself. Like, I'm so out of shape. Like,
Yeah.
I was
do
thinking
this.
about opening one of those businesses.
Man,
where I
mean,
like-
it'd be worth
Temp
it.
agency?
And what I do now,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
it's a real
it
thing,
to this
man.
day.
Staffing
Like I
agencies.
haven't done it lately because when I got a new car, my old car, I had a big stack, the same temp service I worked for, like doing all that shit.
Yeah.
I got their business cards, and anytime I pull up at a light at an intersection and somebody out there with the God
Need
save
help.
me,
Yeah.
I wave them over. I don't hold the card up because they won't come.
Right.
Yeah.
I
that's
wave
true.
them over, so they like, I'm about to get me this nice $2.
Uh-huh.
Nah, nigga, go down.
I
the
seen
Overland
somebody give a
Road,
nigga 20.
Put you
and
on, bro.
yeah, no matter what you got going on, you can make some money. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you need money, you can make money. Like, it's there. Like, cause I
Niggas
had-
don't want to though.
Yeah, if you
Because
don't
they
want
make
to,
they don't
yeah.
want to. It's that
Because you
shit's
make more in
crazy.
the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah, them niggas on the corner be getting them bread. They getting
Yeah.
bread,
Good
bro.
corner you.
They bringing 80 a year,
Yeah.
bro.
I
Easy.
told I had one day, I had like a real good day. I was just feeling good about myself. You know how you
Yeah.
just be feeling good. Music
Yeah.
turns up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
windows
sir.
down.
Yes, sir.
So I roll up at the intersection. It's a homeless dude, and I give him $2. Now my nigga in the passenger seat, he gets mad as hell. He like, why are you giving that nigga money? Like, you know these niggas make money and they ain't really poor, they ain't really broke, all that shit. I'm like, nigga, it's $2. Like, oh
Yeah,
well, like, fuck,
yeah.
I'm having a good day.
Yeah.
So we get to another intersection way further down, and it's one of the dudes. He's standing out there. He's like, "Oh, you gonna get this nigga some money too?" I was like, "Man, like you just being extra now."
Hey, just 'cause
But
you said
dude
it-
pulls out a phone, and this was a while ago. This was when like flip phones was still popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
He pulled out a phone. I was like, "Yo, is that nigga got a cell
He
phone?"
got
Yeah.
My nigga in the passenger seat, he's like, his homeboy probably just called him. Like, yeah, I just got $2 from
Oh,
I just got $2 from a nigga. We yeah.
We set.
Keep your eyes open. He coming down your way.
Yo.
Yeah, so he pulled out
These
the phone.
niggas
I'm
be
like,
working.
This, like I said, this was before like a lot of people even really had like you know now everybody got a phone. Like 8-year-olds
Everybody.
got phones now, but this
Yeah.
was before that.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, he got a cell phone.
Yeah.
And he like he probably talking to his nigga right up the street.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a
$2.
fact, dog. That's a fact. Shit. Can you what do you have left on there?
Oh.
I feel like I'm only missing maybe like one or two more points that I wanted to get to with you.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
When did you first start your tattoo business?
Now we got that.
No,
we hit that
we
point.
got that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
business is
Yeah.
him.
Westland, we covered that.
that.
Supercon stand and anime.
Oh, Supercon. How was that shit, dog?
That was crazy. That
That's
was
what I
like-
meant to ask you about.
yeah,
How
that
was Supercon?
Like a outstanding experience. That
For
was
real?
like some shit I ain't even think like I would be a part of. You would have asked me 2 years ago, like you know, because I go to that stuff. I go to
Yeah,
anime,
yeah.
Supercon, Comic Con, all that stuff. Like to be a part of the event. That shit was just crazy, man. And the amount of people who was like genuinely interested in my booth.
Yeah.
Like people sat there and just talked me to death. Like 'cause I
Damn.
had like the big Westland poster up. I had the prints made, and
Yeah.
like people just like they just wanted more. They like, so when's it coming out? Is it going to be a show? Is it going to be a comic? Is it going to be a manga?
Like, they were
magazine?
hungry for it already,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
like I ain't even done with it. Like I shouldn't
Yeah.
even have bought the shit out here. Like
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
none of this is
Right.
copyrighted or
yeah.
trademarked.
Because
You
isn't
can,
the,
you can take this shit.
Floating around out there.
Yeah.
If you bought prints that day,
Yep.
Westland is now yours.
Matter of fact,
If
you
you-
might want to turn around and go get that patent like tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before this drop.
before
I gotta
this
go
drops,
get that shit dropped.
yeah, you need to at least put
But
the
yeah,
paperwork
man,
in
it was
for
crazy because, like I said, like with the Westland shit, man, that shit like it's something real close to me because it's what I have away from doing what everybody else want me to do. You know, when you get a tattoo, I'm doing a tattoo. You come to me as an artist, you like my artwork. At the end of the day, I'm still not doing what I want to do. I'm doing what you want to do.
That's
Like,
true.
I'm doing your
That's
design.
true. Yeah, that's true.
So, like I said, out of the 50 people a day I'm talking to, I'm catering to them. I'm doing everything they want me to do all day. That's
yeah, I
all
guess
I'm
you
doing.
don't really have too much time for your own type of enjoyment of yeah.
So when I started doing Westland, I had a lot of people around me, people I worked with, friends, like, you know, they wanted to be a part of it. And I was like, maybe at one point, but I just really want to do this for myself right now. This is something I can like be excited about and I can
Yeah.
like have new ideas for and I can draw and like, because the one person that I kind of tried to throw into the loop, as soon as I threw out an idea, he's like, oh yeah, then maybe you could. And I was like, nope.
Yep.
Oh, yes,
Nope.
Just like
yeah.
that became not yours. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That is the danger of bringing another person
Yeah.
in to help you with like a creative idea.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, in your mind, no, this is the idea. It's solid, my nigga.
Yeah,
and then it's
yeah.
like,
This is like what, and like I said, like
Yeah.
every time I tell the idea to somebody, they like, yo, that's gonna make like the dopest show, or that's gonna make the dopest comic, or like if Adult Swim picks that up, or if this publishing company.
That is some shit.
And
Adult Swim
but like
pick up.
I tell people like that's not my goal. Like
Yeah.
I'm making this for me. If that stuff happens, that's
It
what's up.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I'm not
that's-
chasing that. Though.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing this so I don't go crazy and kill
Somebody.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm doing
yeah.
this so I don't kill a
the nigga,
Right.
the first nigga that's right next to me right now.
yeah,
Have
oh,
it-
this nigga to my left. The next nigga that asked for a dream catcher is dead. Like, next nigga that asked for
Jesus prayer, the
for
prayer
praying
hands.
hands is a
Yeah, bro.
yeah, like
Damn,
I'm
bro.
doing it so I don't flip out on them niggas.
Yeah,
Do you ever get to the point where you're like, I'm not doing those no more?
I-
Yeah, please tell me you're done doing swallowtail birds, man.
I'm
I hope no one gets another
now
one of them.
I can do that. At one point I couldn't. You know, I had to
Okay.
build a reputation. I had to get my work out there. Like,
Yeah.
now I'm getting to the point where it's like, this is what I specialize in. This is what I like to do. This is what you should come to me for.
So what would you say that is then?
It's a style. Every time I say it, people are like, what the fuck is that? It's
Yeah.
called neo-traditional.
Okay.
It's basically like, you know what a traditional tattoo is,
I know
right?
traditional,
Like
yeah.
those roses and like skulls, like white
It's
people
real
get them a whole
rigid
lot.
but clean.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
like
good
a
line
newer
work.
version of that.
Americana, but yeah.
Okay.
Neo-traditional. It's like, if you ever seen like the new school tattoos,
Yeah.
like the real cartoony kind of thing,
Yeah.
it's like that plus traditional.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like it all comes
Some
together. If you-
realism to it. and-
Yeah, it's like proportions are correct. Like nobody has like big eyes or nothing like that. But
Yeah.
if you see like when I do like the girls I tattoo, like the girl faces,
Those shits are fire,
That's
nigga.
neo
I
traditional.
need one of those.
yeah.
I need
and every
one
time
of
I
those.
post one, that's what everybody's. Oh, I need one. Of
I
those.
need one.
and that's what I was shooting for. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to keep doing infinity signs and stuff like that.
Ugh.
Not that there's anything against that. If
Yeah.
you into it,
If that's
be
for
into
you,
it.
that's for
Great.
you.
If you want, you
Yeah,
want a little bit
and
of
I tell people too, like when they want an infinity symbol or they want the feather with the birds
Oh yeah,
coming off.
flying
Yeah,
off the top
I
of the
tell them
feather.
straight
Yeah.
up. I say, this is the stuff we're gonna be covering in 2 years. Just like when everybody was getting cherries, and now we covering them.
What about
And
the
then,
stars?
Then it went to stars.
Yeah.
Then it went to cheetah print.
Star, yeah.
Oh, the cheetah print
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
and then I feel like the cheetah print went
Balls on
to
the titties.
it was
Yeah.
like, it
Balls
was
on the
mainly
titties,
gay
yeah.
girls got the cheetah print now.
Yeah,
so
like, but they probably got it when they wasn't gay.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it was like a transitional tattoo. It's like
Yeah.
works for both sides.
damn.
But I tell them like, you remember when all that stuff was the shit? That's
Yeah.
what we are covering now. So while these feathers and infinity signs, all that shit is cool, that's what we're gonna be covering in 2 years, and something
Yup.
else is gonna be cool. Like,
Yup.
so I don't like my tattoos to get covered.
yeah,
Like, cause sometimes tattoos get covered. I'll cover tattoos that aren't bad tattoos. The person just don't want it no more.
yeah.
And I just don't want my shit to be covered. I want to put something on you that you like.
You gonna be happy
Live
with for
with
the rest of your
forever.
life.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't want. That's my goal. I don't want none of my shit covered.
Yeah.
I can feel that shit when it happened. It's like, for real, it's like a
Wake you out of your
you're
sleep.
just like something ain't right,
yeah, I just
bro.
wake
Yeah.
up. What the fuck?
Somebody out here fucking with my
Yeah,
artwork.
go through my phone. Like, where you at?
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, that's my goal. Like, I don't want none of my shit covered. So that's what I try to shoot for. And I got a lot of tattoos I don't like. So I know how it is. So I
Yeah.
tell people, straight up, they'll give me an idea. I'm like, you're not going to like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that thing, like, running across the street, like when a car is coming. Like,
Yeah.
when you kind of see it, but if you run out there, you're going to get fucked up.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
say
yeah.
that's what, like, those tattoo ideas are. You
Oh.
think it's a good idea
Until you get out
it.
there and realize
Yeah.
how real it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
it's on you, yeah.
And then the damage is done at that point.
Yeah,
so
that's
there's
true.
no turning back.
Damn.
It's like, why would you not listen to the person who talks
Who
to
does this
100
all
people
day.
a day? You know what I mean? They're
'Cause-
like, well, my friend said, your friend works at Burger King. Like,
That's not the nigga to talk to.
that's not the person to talk to about a tattoo.
Cause how long have you been tattooing? Like, I guess, well, you don't even remember how you started, really, huh?
Tattooing, I've been
Maybe?
professionally tattooing about 4 years.
Okay.
Everything before that was kind of like, I was
Just
in and
doing
out, or
it.
I was just kind of learning a little bit. But as far as a licensed tattoo artist for like 4 years.
Okay. So, and now I saw that now maybe a couple months ago, I know you put that post up saying finally got my own spot
Yeah,
or
man.
something like that. So
yeah.
what's the setup now? Where can people find you and shit like that?
Wake Forest Road.
Oh, that's where you
22,
at.
34, yeah. But it's like
What's the address again?
2234. Like I just gotta get
Yeah.
get this
Make,
into the
make,
right.
make sure it's
Wake
clear.
Forest Road. But tattooing is one of those things like, and this is what I learned from watching bigger artists. I would see them like, and I'm looking at little videos. I'm looking at their pictures. Like, I'm noticing stuff that maybe the average person ain't gonna notice. That ain't a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
You looking at the picture. I'm looking at like that floor is different from the last shit he posted. Like he's not in his, like he's
Yeah.
moving.
Oh,
around.
I see what you're
Right.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Like,
Yeah,
once
yeah.
you become like a tattoo artist, you become like the product within yourself. Like,
Yeah.
the business is great. Like, especially if you're an owner. And
Yeah.
that's what I've been doing lately. Like meeting more owners. Like like I said, the owners I'm meeting don't tattoo. It's like a real hard thing. When I was on Western, when I had that shop, man, I got no sleep. I had no joy. Like I had the shop, and that's it. Because I was developing as an artist, but I had to take care of my business, like literally my business as well. Like I had to develop the shop as a business and myself as an artist. And I was like, I feel like I'm not even getting better. So like I'm so focused on the numbers
and shit like
I gotta
that.
make sure this is taken care of. Yeah, I gotta make sure the
Business
building
is stressful, bro.
Yeah.
Or anytime separating business and art, that shit is not easy. No.
Yeah, man. So we just like you just gotta find your lane and love that. Like even like as far as owning the business, like it's not the most difficult thing to do, but like it's just distracting from being an artist. Like
and time consuming.
Yeah, as long as you build yourself as an artist, like you can like do anything pretty much as far as tattooing goes.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our perfect point. It's something that me and you related on from the very beginning. The neighborhood nip.
My
motherfucking
boy, man.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Man, this nigga connected, and he's all about the same shit we've been talking
Yeah.
about the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, so like,
It's like self empowerment. Like, like,
bro.
You don't need half of the stuff you think you need. They're
Yeah.
gonna make you think you need it.
She do not need
But like,
it.
just get out there and do it. Like, even like as far as like in my community, like I felt like when I was selling dope and all that stuff, it was in the neighborhood I grew up in, and I felt like I spent all these years taking from
Your
my
community.
own community. Like, because if somebody's buying dope in your community, that's the little niggas you buying ice cream for off the truck. You selling dope to his mom.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She could have bought him that shit if you
Yeah.
wouldn't have sold her the shit. I mean, bro, they're going to get it if they want
But
it.
I know what
just
you're
in
saying.
the grand
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Like, you think you helping.
facilitating it.
Yeah. And I used to be out there. I used to be like, oh, school coming up. Oh, niggas need new shoes. Oh, I get you a pair of shoes, little nigga. Oh, you need your haircut. I'll take you get your haircut. Little. And I'm thinking like,
You doing
I'm
something
that
good.
nigga, like in my
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Frank
Like,
Lucas and
yeah,
shit.
like I don't, you
Yeah.
know, but at the same time, I'm the reason you can't get them shoes. 'Cause
Yeah.
she ain't got the money for it. So that's what I do now, man. I was on a big thing with school supplies at one point.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like this was like
Doing
this
giveaways and shit?
Yeah, this was the first year I didn't take school supplies to my neighborhood. And everybody asked me about it. Everybody, like, you gonna do the school supply thing? Like, can I help out? Or I know somebody who needs it. And now I'm just changing like the whole dynamic. Like I'm not doing none of that shit no more. And
Are you moving into a different give back way, or?
the best give back way. I feel like the way I'm looking at it now is I bought school supplies and stuff like that out there so much that it became when July, August came, it
They
was
were
like
calling on you.
yeah, it's like I know
They stopped trying.
we gonna get school supplies. That's
so
covered.
I don't gotta try
Like,
for
so
that.
really,
yeah.
you've taken away from your community. You've taken away everything that's
Their
like
independence.
by
yeah,
giving them too many handouts.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm trying to find deeper stuff. Like I've been talking to one of my cousins, and we've been getting more into like we gonna find out like as far as like in depth like what's going on in these areas. Like why are these people here instead of here?
Yeah.
And we pointing out stuff like as far as like even like obesity. Like when you see somebody overweight in one of these neighborhoods, it's just honestly somebody fat black mama or
Yeah.
but obesity is a real thing. Like
And it kills us.
Yeah, it kills
Yeah.
you. Like you're
Especially
killing
black people,
yourself.
diabetes will
Yeah.
kill us. Yeah.
And then down to we be talking about PTSD, like post traumatic
Yeah,
stress
shit you see
syndrome
in the
is
neighborhood.
very
Oh, yeah,
very
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
But everybody associates it with like war and like coming home from Iraq. Like
And they always discredit what's happening in the neighborhood.
yeah, like these little niggas are seeing niggas get killed and robbed and stuff like that. That stuff don't go nowhere. Like even if they
Yeah.
ain't talking about it, like PTSD is real in these communities.
Yeah.
Even as far as what else? Like we was talking about that stuff, the overweight stuff, the just like self-reliance, man. Like it's like thrown out the window. Everybody's looking for the next Boys and Girls Club or the
Yeah.
next, you know what I mean? Instead of
Yeah.
being
What's the problem, man? You know?
yeah, you got to get to the root, or you're
Yeah.
never gonna solve it if you just keep like.
Because it's
My
black
bad.
people, so much it's
Yeah.
weakness to address the issues or to admit that you have a problem almost in the black
Yeah.
community in general,
Yeah.
especially mental health. We don't do that shit. We just
Yeah.
say, boy, you acting
Yeah, we
crazy.
definitely
That was
discredit
exactly-
that.
yeah.
off.
That was
Yeah.
exactly
Reality
what we
is that
said.
he
If
needed
one of these
something.
little white boys out here is flipping his shit and going crazy,
His parents are putting
they
him
gon-
in the.
they gonna get to
yeah.
the bottom of it,
Rehab.
and he's gonna end up going to college. He's gonna end up having a good
Yeah.
job. By the time he gets to that point,
He gonna make 6 figures
yeah,
a year.
he's
and
gonna
have
be
regular
a
life,
healthy
wife and
adult
kids.
Yeah.
male.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have a family, and if something happens to his son,
Yep.
he's gonna know the steps to take to do the same. Because his
Because
crazy
he
ass was
went
the same
through it
way.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If little JoJo around the way is acting crazy as fuck, you like that's just crazy ass.
JoJo?
Yeah,
That's crazy ass
Yeah,
JoJo.
and that's-
But we don't-
yeah.
This little
we'll
stupid
sit there and
ass.
watch his
Yeah.
ass go
Yeah,
through the steps until he ends up in jail.
And then,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
He's gonna
That
grow up and he's gonna fuck up. And
Right.
He's either gonna go crazy and hurt somebody, or he's gonna go crazy hurt himself, or he's gonna go to jail for the rest of his life. And
And we
that's
act
gonna
all
be the
surprised
story
and
of
shit.
little crazy ass JoJo.
Right.
That's
that
true.
You could have
And
caught when
that's-
he was 6 years old.
Right.
And we just
And he
ignore
could
it.
have been running a business right now. Now he's dead. Like,
Yeah.
so that's like what we trying to get to now. Like, and that's the key. You know, when you brought up like Nip and his like influence and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
that's what made me like. I didn't like honestly. I didn't see him taking it to that extent, but he definitely like worked in the community enough to like open my head to like
Yeah.
more and more stuff. Like let's stop. Like I can give out stuff all day, but like.
I'm
just,
not teaching you
and I'm not a
nothing.
part of no organization. Like anytime
Yeah.
I do school supplies, anytime I do Christmas drives, all that stuff, it's directly out of my pocket.
You just pulling up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't have no type of this is the Clanton Street P organization for donate to this. Like I don't have none of that stuff. I just do what I can.
I want to get into that, but now
Yeah.
that you bring it and put it in that light, like like the whole
Yeah,
thing.
but it's like you can get into it. It's
You
just
can,
like
yeah.
on the higher level. Like,
Yeah,
let's
because
find out what's really going on.
Because you're stepping away from the you teach a man to you just give him that
yeah,
saying
yeah,
like
that shit.
Give 'em
yeah
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit
fish for
yeah
life,
you've
yeah.
been giving fish without
Yeah.
giving
Yeah.
them no rods type of
Because
shit.
I had years. Like I said, I've been doing like school supplies and stuff for years, and I had homeboys who would be like, "Yeah, I want to help out," and they would be like, they wanted more the glamour side of it. They wanted just to be able to say
That to get.
That
yeah.
they
yeah,
did
I
it.
give
Oh,
back.
shit makes me
but
sick.
I
Yeah.
never stopped them.
Yeah.
Like I hate it.
Because any help is better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what I would say. If you are taking a Instagram picture, giving shoes to this little nigga, and you get 1 million likes off of it, everybody
making it-
wins. You got your 1 million likes.
Yeah.
He got his shoes.
That's
Yeah,
true.
That's what
That's
I care
true.
about. As
That's
long
true.
as
Yeah.
he gets what he needs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I've definitely gotten into like the older I get, like Jay-Z, Rick Ross.
Uh-huh.
I don't even want to hear none of that young shit no more. I'm trying
It's
to
just-
hear a nigga rap about making some plays and the
Yeah.
plays going through,
Exactly.
or
Like-
even the play
'cause it-
failing, and then
Because it's like
Yeah.
that's,
Learning
that's why
from it.
like Nip and like Dom and like the artists we like. That's
Yeah.
why like we like them so much. It was like
Yeah.
I can do that. Like he's
That's
saying
true.
it like I can't sell 100 bricks. I can't do that shit. Like,
Yeah,
but
that's
this
true.
nigga talking about I did this, and this. Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
Like,
let's talk about Dom's last album. Did you hear that? What the fuck, bro?
I ain't even catch his last album, man. I
Exactly.
ain't got Apple Music no more, man.
That's the problem, bro.
Don't catch it, bro. Don't.
Die.
Oh,
Don't.
I don't know what the fuck that was, bro.
Oh.
I don't know, bro.
Which one was it? The
Los Angeles is not for sale, Volume 1.
that was bad. The one where he's standing in front of like the house with the car.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Man, it was weird, bro. I was like, what am I listening to?
come on, Dom.
Like the whole time I was listening to it, I was like, what am I listening to? Bro, like
Not Dom Kennedy.
he had like 1 or 2 joints on there and it was like, okay, this is Dom Kennedy. And everything else
If
was
you
just-
saying that,
if I'm saying that, I was like,
that's
I-
bad.
Dom fan
Yeah,
right there.
bro.
yeah, that's
I
bad.
didn't know what
'cause
was
you'll
going
try
on.
to defend him. If
Yeah,
you had a chance.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it was all right. You just got to get into it.
The only defense that I have for it is that Dom is such a low key big artist.
Uh-huh.
I just see what I'm holding on to. I'm like, he must have needed a bag for something. That's what I'm thinking. I'm holding on to that. Like maybe he needed that bag. He caught a major play after that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I can. That's all I can say.
Dom, he
bro.
was doing commercials and like he did a lot of shit. That
did a
like
lot of shit, yeah.
he did the what was it? It was like a night Adidas commercial or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yep.
with Richard Sherman in it.
Uh huh.
Yeah, he definitely did do that.
But that shit's crazy. But shit, I mean, that's pretty much it. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I appreciate you coming through. I
Oh,
do
no problem,
apologize
man.
about all these. You
Yeah,
know what
going
I'm
through
saying?
the whole.
I do.
technical
I do
difficulty.
hate that this had to happen when somebody came in. I would have
yeah.
been.
Cool,
It'd have been
man.
much better if it was just me
Like,
and
this
him
is,
when
this
it
is
happened.
the dope. This is getting. I'm in at the ground level.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
You
So
at the
something
ground
happened,
level. Yeah.
I'm blowing y'all shit up. I'm like, oh, these niggas don't want to answer the phone now.
Yeah.
Some shit was cutting off.
I remember when your whole
Yeah.
wall collapsed.
I remember that shit.
When you got to over exaggerate. When the computer exploded,
Yeah.
I was there for that shit.
I was
Nigga.
there,
That
nigga.
ain't
Hell
brand
yeah,
new.
nigga. And his brand new light started
We all
smoking
had
and
we
shit,
all had
too.
one mic. It was in the middle of the table.
We was passing that shit around.
It
Yeah.
was 3 beers and 4 of
It was
us.
hot as fuck in that garage, bro. It was like 95 degrees in there, bro. No AC.
Nigga said it was 3 beers and 4.
Yeah. Oh shit.
What shit,
Yeah,
man?
man. Like I'm talking cash money
Yeah,
shit. So
hell
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
And
glad
then-
to be here right
Hell
now.
yeah. And then we'll do the follow up again probably in 6 months or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
do
man.
another check in.
That's
Yeah.
But
cool, man.
let everybody know where they can find you, man.
Yeah.
Instagram, that's probably one of the biggest things going on right. Well, Snap is stupid though. I hate Snap.
Yeah.
Instagram, Clanton Street P. Facebook, my regular name, Pierre Johnson. That's pretty much
That's pretty much it.
That's how the
And
fuck-
off of Wake Forest.
Wake Forest 2234 Wake Forest Road, and my number is available on all my social media platforms. Clanton Street P is my Snapchat, but don't hit me up about a tattoo on Snapchat.
Yeah, because
Because-
you're not even serious if you wanted to go away
Well, your
immediately.
message goes right away.
Yeah.
You got to go through those motions, and I'm talking to 8 other people. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not the way. But if you just
DM or
wanna-
text message.
yeah, inbox, everything.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
shit, that's everything, man. This is 3 Oak Podcast, episode 18, the
Yeah.
Clanton Street P interview.
Clanton Street P episode, the
The Clanton
universe
Street P,
episode.
the universe
Universe.
episode, the
Yeah.
universe episode,
Y'all
most
remember
definitely.
18.
Yep.
18, yes sir. But we out. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.